Oh shit!
Y'all want me to
And
change
we
it?
are live.
We
Another
live.
episode. Another episode. Caught y'all lacking.
Hey, Chris, you learn from the best, bro. I love that. I love that.
Hey, man. Hey, it's a beautiful Friday. Another full panel this time. Got everybody here. Me, your host, Chris, Mel, Jay, Zoe, Dominique, E, Corey, and welcome back, Brittany.
Brett.
Hiatus so much. She didn't like us for some reason, but we all back, man.
It was 1 week, Chris.
Shout out to
that's
Aaron.
too long. That's too long.
It was actually 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks.
Facts, because we didn't see you.
I missed 1 week.
Yeah, but we didn't see you
all of last week and all of this week.
All right, look, I ain't getting to all the technicalities in this.
Regardless, the whole team is here, and we have a bomb-ass show for y'all today. But first things first, man, before we get into the rundown that you see right there, got a couple of news reads for you, Zoe. Handle the news reads, please.
So, I got a little bit of news that you can use today. The WNBA, getting that paper, $2.2 billion deal. I think they said it was $2 million over the next $2.2 million over the next over years. Each year is, I'm sorry. But yeah, so we are looking at it and we thinking that it's an estimated 2.2 billion, but you know, NBC, Amazon, and Disney have their broadcasting rights, and as we know, broadcasting rights normally means bigger contracts for the players. How y'all feel about it, and what do you think the outlay will be when it comes to contract negotiations going forward?
I don't know. I mean, it's dope. I wonder if they was gonna get that regardless of the Caitlyn and Angel Reese thing. I wonder if that was coming anyway. Probably not, but I mean, I think it's dope. I think it's dope to see them start to get some money and start to get on TV because they play really good basketball. So I'm good with that.
For sure.
Yeah, it's nice to see them start getting possibly getting some checks coming through. They well deserved, long overdue. Mm-hmm. But like Mel said, I wonder if it would have happened at all, and if so, as soon as it is happening, if it wasn't for, you know, the new crop of talent that's coming through and bringing the eyes to the W. So, but it's dope for them. 2.2 billion is a substantial amount for the WNBA.
For sure. Our women folk down there, Brett, Damo, what y'all think?
No, I'm excited for him. Well deserved. I do think it sounds like it was a negotiation long before the season even started, in my opinion. So I do think this was probably something that was in the works. But you know, contribute to Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese for bringing the whole new audience to the group, and let's give Angel Reese her credit as well. For those who don't want to give her credit, because she got sellouts as well, just as much as Caitlin Clark. They're just not talking about it. But I'm
not
excited.
Not as much though. Not as much.
She's got sellouts. She's getting sellouts. Sure. The whole New York showed up for Angel Reese. Let's be
not Caitlin Clark. So she sold more at New York Liberty than Caitlin Clark. So, and look, they're not giving her the opportunity to sell those tickets. So when Caitlin Clark comes to town, they're moving, the arena. Mm-hmm. So Angel Reese, she's selling tickets. Asia Wilson is selling tickets. They're just doing it in smaller arenas. And I mean, I don't blame the WNBA for doing what they believe is, the best business move. So, if they don't think that they're going to sell the larger arenas in certain markets, I'm okay with that, and that might very well be true. So Angel Reese has the New York fans. She's going to. I mean, even all the rappers there love Angel Reese. They literally had a whole band in chorus outside for Angel Reese. Like, they love her there. So, I'm grateful that both of them are bringing more viewership to the W. Absolutely. And however it happens, I think is an amazing thing. And these ladies are balling. They're playing a great brand of basketball. I couldn't be more proud to witness this in my lifetime. So, shout out to these deals that they're getting. I do think that it was in the works beforehand, but I think it's also wonderful that they're announcing it during this time at, such a great time of excitement for the league.
Absolutely.
Definitely. All right, let's move on so we can get through these news reads for Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook has been traded. The Clippers and the Jazz agreed to a sign and trade deal involving Russell Westbrook. They announced on Thursday. According to Woj, he is going to the Utah Jazz in exchange for guard Chris Dunn, who then signed a 3-year deal, $17 million deal with the Clippers to stay. Russell Westbrook will most likely be bought out and signed by the Nuggets, Denver Nuggets. What does that do for the Nuggets? What does Russell Westbrook bring to the table?
All right, first of all, let me say that is a low-key, very good move by the Clippers to get Chris Dunn. People probably don't remember how good he is defensively. He's like a 6'4", 6'5" point guard, and he also got ability to get to the hole. I mean, I really wish the Phoenix Suns would have got him. So Chris Dunn is a good pickup to add to
the Kardashians married.
No,
that's
Chris Humphries. Chris Dunn. So that's Chris Dunn. You lose Paul George, you lose Westbrook, you get Chris Dunn, a younger guy, a more capable shooter than Russell Westbrook, can still get to the hole and play great defense. And then you still got the pickup they got from the kid from Houston. I think that replaces Paul. I think that's a really good thing for the Clippers. Now, on the other hand, Denver looked like they're trying to take a step back and replace Bruce Brown, and they're going to have Russell Westbrook play that role that Bruce Brown was playing on their championship team. So he's going to be a rover, like slasher, in the Bruce Brown sense, probably coming off the bench, and they think that that's probably what he gonna bring. I don't look for him to come and play a typical point guard Russell Westbrook style offense. I think he gonna be playing like Bruce Brown.
That's fair. That's fair. I also Chris Dunn played for the Hawks. He was Trae Young's backup, so I remember him, and I remember him from Providence. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he might have been a lottery pick coming out of the draft. So yeah, that's a good pickup. And I think, Am I Crazy 38 doesn't like anything. That's what we found out in a short 6 minutes that we've been live. He doesn't like anything.
Long.
Thank you. I am crazy. Am I crazy? Yes, you are, and you don't like anything. But yeah, so I do like to pick up, and I agree. I don't know what Westbrook brings. I get the Bruce Brown mold. I get that's what they want him to do, but I don't know whether or not he can be that. I don't know what Russell Westbrook is these days, honestly. I mean, he did play well. I got to give him credit. He played well for the Clippers once he got traded there. I got to give him credit, but I want to see him in this lineup. I know at this point of his career, it's all about whether or not he can win a championship, and I guess he feels like Denver is the best chance to do that. But yeah, I just don't know. I don't know if he's going to commit. I know he's going to run fast. I know he's going to try hard because that's what Russell Westbrook has always done. But I don't know if he's going to be able to bring anything more than that.
He brings a lot of energy and a lot of turnovers.
Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
To answer, am I crazy? Question. He decent at shooting, but Denver seems to be in. That's almost a panic move for them. Like they're trying to catch lightning in the bottle twice, which means that if something don't shake this year, you could look for them to blow it up.
Which is crazy, seeing that they're just 2 years removed from a ring.
Yep.
Now it's a ring will blow up now. Once you had a taste of success, getting put out in the first or second round, they're gonna do it.
Yeah. All right, and finally, speaking of leaving, Skip Bayless.
Back his ass up.
Skip Bayless is leaving his role as co-host of Undisputed at the network of Fox FS1 after 8 years. The Post they have learned that his final show will be sometime during the summer. But what's funny about it is ESPN came out already and said that they are not interested in re-signing Skip Bayless.
One of the smartest things ESPN has done in a long time.
And that's like being in a long-term relationship and then changing your Facebook status to single, and then one of your exes years ago come out and say she's not interested. Just don't even get no thoughts, man.
I didn't even ask you, bro. Like, you just came out. I didn't even ask you. You just came to say, "Yeah, I ain't paying that no attention."
The funny thing is, I think Skip will be more dangerous not on a network. He's going to turn into most likely some version of that guy, Jason Whitlock. Like, he's going to super unleash because he'll probably be private and like head into like this stratosphere of like untouchable, like, I don't know how to say it, like white mandem. Like,
don't be surprised.
He'll have like this plausible deniability force around him, like Skip protected at all costs, you know?
Don't be surprised if he come out with
he let Shannon Sharp go.
When
he let Shannon Sharp go, it was over.
Oh yeah, for sure. Shannon Sharp was the base of that show.
They bringing Lil Wayne on, like that ain't his lane.
He could have bought Lil Wayne, Lil Zane, Lil Thing. It didn't matter who bought on there, man. That show was dead, man. It wasn't going over.
As soon as Shannon Sharp left, it was over.
Don't be surprised he come out with his own podcast called Club Baby.
Dominique, I'm actually hoping that he does like Jason Whitlock and just fade away. I'm serious. I mean, it's time for Skip Bayless to go. It's been time.
He could get on his Pat McAfee though.
They're not gonna give him that Pat McAfee money though, Jay.
But what I mean by that, you know how Pat built his own brand before he came to like, you know.
Yeah, but he's not as entertaining as Pat McAfee though.
No, not at all, not at all.
And they let Pat.
You can't tell him that
on live TV. That's crazy.
Yeah, you right, Jay. Can you tell Skip Bayless that you ain't? You know what I'm saying? He probably feel like he still got it.
Not if he keep lacing up them Jordans all the way tight to the ankles like he do.
It makes me so angry.
I don't think Drip Bayless was that bad. Just like I don't think Stephen A. Smith is that bad. I thought that there was a space for both of them, but you know,
good.
I rock with Stephen A. now.
I watched both. I watched both shows. I watched Undisputed. Obviously, I watched more when Shannon Sharp was there. They had a chemistry that I thought was like really good for TV. So I watched it. They were entertaining. And then I did enjoy the show when Paul Pierce came on. The idea was that he was going to save Undisputed, but you know, I just think that Skip damaged his reputation with. I do love Paul Pierce, but it was entertaining with him on it. Like Richard Sherman wasn't a good fit. Like I really watched the show. I watched that. I watched First Take. I watched pretty much all of them, but I love Paul Pierce, and I thought that they were good together too. But it just wasn't going to be as good as what he had with Shannon.
Dominique,
this man said, "Skip, say less." That's funny.
Behind him.
Hey, when they let Shannon Sharp go, just think of how much of the fan base went over there to First Take to go watch Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, and Club Shay. Like I think that was a mistake because I think at that time, of course, the Cat Williams interview helped, but I think Shannon was at the height of his popularity when it comes to talk shows.
Right.
He was at the height, and so when you make a mistake, and I guess I don't know what they thought was going to happen after that. I guess they could throw anybody in there. You could like they was just throwing. Keyshawn was up there, or Richard.
They threw everybody up there. Anybody they could get.
They can get up there, and I don't know whether they felt like that was going to replace it, but obviously it didn't work. So we'll see what.
He tried to copy the Stephen A. format. I mean, I think me personally, like I don't like Shannon Sharp as much on First Take as I liked him with Skip. I miss their show. I think that they had a good chemistry together. That one-on-one. Like they were kind of like the last of that show. Everybody's in a group now and you need to hear more voices on every show. And they were very successful, just kind of like duking it out, but it got way too personal, way too disrespectful. And, you know, Skip, every time that there's like the great white hype, whether it's in football, whether it's in basketball, he just gets like completely obsessed. And then it turns into like an offensive argument between the two of them. And you know, there are things that I don't like about Shannon, but I like, you know, he's a good guy. And, you know, I was really happy how quickly he was able to get another job and prove that like he was, you know, the reason their show was successful.
Yeah.
About as much chemistry as Ike and Tina.
Yeah, that man said that he was jealous of a 3-time Super Bowl champion.
Ike and Tina made really good music together.
I thought Shannon was gonna put hands on him that day.
Probably, man. I was waiting for it.
Probably should have, but Shannon. I
just don't think Shannon is like that.
Nah.
No matter how he like angry he gets, like I just don't think that he would, you know, do that.
Yeah, he don't want that kind of lawsuit. That's a different type of lawsuit right there.
Shout out to Shannon Sharp. And somebody said some crazy
because he's had other beefs. Remember the one with Mace? That was like.
Mason, leave Mason Cam alone. That's what I've
called. Yeah, and they're not playing. Mason Cam not playing with nobody.
Playing with nobody.
Nobody. Leave Mason Cam alone. Shout out to the It Is What It Is podcast and tell Jake Prince they don't care who big homie he is. But
Harlem,
we not little in words.
Shout out to Harlem.
Yo, that's the end of the news, man. We can get into this rundown, Chris.
Facts. All right. So, making
Chris, if
news.
you don't stop trying to be cool. Go ahead, man.
Okay, making news lately.
Whoa.
What the hell was that?
That's a little too much.
All right, recently Jaylen Brown was in the news again. This time, sitting courtside, what I believe is love interest and Angel Reese at a summer league showcase game of Bronny's, and he was caught on camera mouthing.
Hey, never mind. I'm sorry. Jaylen got Kaiser.
Yes.
Yeah. Is that
you ain't know that, sir?
They are just like
he dropped Bernice like he dropped Bernice like a bad habit.
Hey,
Brittany, let me ask you: do you like Jaylen Brown and do you like them as a couple, or do you like Asia Wilson and Bam? Like
I don't like Asia being with nobody. Asia's supposed to be with me, so that's my answer.
Those two couples are like, to me, basketball royalty right now.
Listen, Jaylen Brown.
I'd probably say more Bam and Asia
just
right now.
go together, right?
Don't you gotta be married to be royalty? I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what though? So you get 300 M's, you can get somebody that just like her.
You know what it is? Man got that check. Man got that check.
They're both on Team USA. Like,
I promise you, get 300 M's, you'll find somebody look just like them.
Hey, shout out to
Hey, Eric, we got a low bar for royalty around this basketball royalty. Give me LeBron and Savannah for basketball royalty.
For sure.
Yeah, give me give me Russ and his wife basketball royalty. That's royalty.
Magic and Cookie.
Hey, hold on, you don't want Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union Wade?
we're talking about two athletes.
No. Okay, we talking about two athletes. Then we're talking about the Clippers and Magic Son. That's basketball royalty.
What?
Anything then that, you know.
Okay.
This little mess here.
Oh wow.
None of these things happen.
Anyway.
Oh, EJ and the Clippers, man.
That took a turn.
The whole Clippers.
I want
somebody. Who the player is somebody.
None of that he just said. I promise to God.
Zoe is falling off the edge.
Here we go.
I did not
even get to the 20-minute mark, man.
Alphabet people coming after me.
We can't even get to the 20-minute mark, man. Jeez. Anyway, so like I was saying before,
I'm sorry, Chris.
Crazily derailed.
I didn't know that we was going there. But go ahead, Chris.
So Jaylen Brown was spotted courtside at the Summer League Showcase game of Bronny's and was caught on camera seemingly saying, "I don't think Bronny is a pro." And of course, everybody, came out the woodwork, decided they had to, say what they had to say. Like, it's not, okay for a current NBA player, somebody who's established, somebody who's a champion, to have an opinion about somebody that's up and coming in the league just because he's, connected to, who he's connected to. And our fellow podcasters over at Gil's Arena talked about it as well. And here's what Gil had to say about it.
Jaylen Brown. Do you know what they said about him in Summer League? He was the third pick in the NBA draft. The third pick in the NBA draft. The first 3 games, just like Bronny. Bronny was 6 for 26. Jaylen Brown was 5 for 26 from the field in his first 3 games in Summer League. He's fine.
That's a good upside.
He's fine.
That's a good upside.
No one bashed him, and he was the third pick in the NBA draft.
No.
So is it fair to that's a fair statement from Jaylen Brown that that is a very good critical analysis, or are they jumping down on?
No, they grasping for straws. They're grasping for straws because if you're really contrasting or comparing those two players, you had one player who had obvious success in college in high school as well with Jaylen Brown. So we seen his potential. We seen what he could do. So him struggling in summer league, you knew it was going to be a matter of time before there wasn't, a thing anymore. Now with Bronny, it's different. You seen him not see any type of success close to what Jaylen Brown was seeing in high school and college. And then he came out as a freshman when he wasn't even ready to come out as a freshman. And then we see him continue to struggle in summer league. So that trend is what people are speaking on. So to compare them to, just because he had a bad shooting first 3 games doesn't mean that, oh man. But since then, he's had 2 games where he actually looked good, and I'm glad he does look good, man. So
man, I'm so happy you brought that up, man. I thought that LeBron hate that you got inside your heart, I thought that was gonna come out, but you actually get honest opinion, man. I'm so proud of you, man. That's growth, though. That's growth.
No, look, when have you ever seen me? When have you ever seen me not to say someone actually did good when they do good?
Definitely.
I give you that, man. I'm gonna give you that. Our therapy has been working. Your one-on-one sessions have been, you know what I mean?
Y'all been talking through it.
It don't happen overnight.
Y'all been talking through it?
We've been talking through it, dog. He been coming along.
He think he giving me therapy. I'm actually giving him therapy.
Oh,
I'm actually giving him therapy, man.
So after the the backlash that he received from saying such things, Jaylen Brown took to Twitter and posted a basically like a reply. It said, "It's a flex to have your son alongside you in the NBA. It reflects greatness and longevity. Bronny has all the tools around him to be successful. I look forward to watching his growth."
Hey, listen.
Do y'all think that he should have even, dignified all the backlash with a response, or that was a good thing to do?
I would deny it. I would have been like, man, how can you really read my lips and lips from what I said, bro? Like, I would have denied it. Like, I wouldn't even let them bring me into that. That's crazy.
Listen, he got the call. He got the call.
He has the right to have an opinion, right?
Right.
I was having a private conversation in a public place. You know what I'm saying? So, look, there's somebody who probably think he's not a pro. You know what I'm saying? What do you think matter? Why does it matter? Don't nobody care. Like,
I mean,
that man backpedaled quick in the Dion though.
Left hand, Jay. You remember that? After last year when they got put out of the playoffs, they said he couldn't dribble left-handed.
Yep.
Yep.
That man worked on his whole game and came back and still couldn't dribble left hand.
He did better. Don't do my dog like that. Hey, listen. Don't do my dog like that. But nah, that before last year, that left hand was tough. He was getting stolen and everything. But I think that the biggest part is the thing that I can't stand is that every time anybody from the LeBron tree, and I'm gonna call it the LeBron tree, has any negative light shined on them, they always bring up somebody else. Hey, look at Jaylen Brown's number. Man, Jaylen Brown averaged 16 points in the summer league. Jaylen Brown was Mr. Georgia basketball in high school. He was a real, no offense, but a real McDonald's All-American in high school. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop doing that. He can have an opinion. Not only, of course, we know what he did last year, Finals MVP, Eastern Conference Finals MVP, NBA champion. He solidified that he can have an opinion. At the end of the day, I'm glad that Bronny has played better, but you cannot compare those two because they path was different. You know what I'm saying? They path.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Man, y'all ain't letting that LeBron hate digging. I think I'm counseling both of y'all, man. Look how far the group has come along.
Personally, I think that.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Brittany.
Go ahead, Brittany.
I was gonna say, me personally, I just feel like it was really no need for him to come out and tweet. Stand on your business. Just, you got an opinion. It's fine for you to have an opinion. You say you don't think he's ready to be a pro, and half of us agree with that. I don't think it's a problem. I think he's the most certified one to say it out of anybody else, in my opinion. So stand on your business. I kind of think he was trying to, he meant what he said, but trying to smooth over the entire situation so it doesn't look as crazy as what I guess the impact. He didn't know they would have this kind of impact. But if that's something he doesn't want to happen in the future, then just be mindful of your surroundings. You are the finals MVP. You do have more attention. That's more cameras that's going to be in your face, more people that's going to follow you. So they are going to read your lips. They are going to, shine a spotlight on you now. So just be more mindful if he doesn't want that. But in my opinion, stand on your business. You meant what you said. It's okay.
Hey, Chris,
Yes,
Can you read that quote again? What you said he said?
The response tweet?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is gonna be good.
He said, "It's a flex to have your son alongside you in the NBA. It reflects greatness and longevity. Bronny has all the tools around him to be successful. I look forward to watching his growth."
What?
Man,
so hold on. Time out. His tweet didn't negate what he originally said.
Correct.
That's true.
So he didn't back down. He didn't back down. So he kind of did stand on business. The flex, he pretty much said the flex is for LeBron. It's the flex to have your son with you in the league.
Mm-hmm.
So that's your flex. And then he said that he has everything around him to be good.
He damn right about that, boy.
Facts.
Right, I agree with you, but it was his way of smoothing it over. That was his way of smoothing the situation.
But when you actually break down what he said, it kind of looked like not only did he stand on business, he telling you why buddy there.
Everyone around him. Clutch.
I like it. I like it.
Me personally, that's what I love about Jaylen Brown. He's extremely intelligent. He's, to me, one of the smartest, Black athletes that we've ever seen. I love how he expresses himself. He came out and smoothed it. He was smoothing over his comments, but he did not back down from what he said.
He didn't fold.
He was saying that he has resources. That's why he's there, and he has the resources to get better and to develop a game. And I mean, in my opinion, that should have happened already. So if he were a pro or if he belongs in the NBA, he's had every single resource. He's had every single tool that you could imagine to be a really great player by this point. And Eric and I haven't had the therapy session, but I'm going to say like Bronny's plus minus in his breakout game, we're going to call that a breakout game.
Yeah.
It was a -10. So, we're supposed to call Bronny splash brother after a -10 in a summer league game because LeBron is an invested soccer mom who controls the media. Jaylen Brown, but I do want to speak on Jaylen Brown for a moment. He has the freedom of speech, especially when he's right. Did you know that the truth is a complete defense to slander and defamation? What's Bronny going to do with that case in court? I can see the judge taking off his glasses and saying, Bronny, is it true that you shot 2 from 20 and from 3 in summer league? Damn, Bronny, the basket hasn't moved in nearly 100 years. Is it the only thing it's the only thing on the court that doesn't move? So why do you keep missing it? So that's what the case looks like, for Bronny James in court. But, I do want to end with this is that I was happy for Bronny. I don't want him to be depressed because he couldn't hit a shot in summer league when he already has a 4-year contract. So I do want him to get better. I do want him to feel good about himself. And just to hear him speak, post games, I really do believe he's a humble kid and he does want to get better. He doesn't want to embarrass his dad or himself. So, I hope that he continues to improve, whether it's in the G League, whether it's in a Laker uniform. He deserves that for himself. And I hope that he can get that.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, this therapy is working today. You see how Dominique gave him a compliment? Now she didn't just go all in like she normally do. I tell you, this little conversation every now and then.
Now,
listen,
I'm proud of y'all, man. Y'all doing good. Keep going.
Let me say this last thing, Chris. And then Corey got to speak on it too. He ain't saying nothing, but listen.
I was gonna get him to go on this next part. But go ahead.
Okay, let me say this last thing then. So I've noticed. You remember I did a video earlier this week of Brandon Jennings on Gil's Arena, and he went in, and then the next day he immediately came out and backpedaled, not softened the blow like Jaylen Brown. He actually backpedaled, right? I think what's really going on is someone is giving information to some of these former players that got platforms and podcasts and letting them know this stuff is really bothering Bronny. Can y'all lay off the kid? Right. And I think people are giving him some grace and kind of like pulling back on the criticism a little bit just out of love for LeBron and Bronny. And, and that's a noble thing to do as well. And if I really seen that, all of this press he can't handle it, I would slow down on critiquing him as well. But this is a thing that always happen, right? because it's the same thing that happened with Caitlyn. She came in, that kitchen was too hot for her because the hype made everybody want to really compete against her. And that competition was too much for Caitlin Clark. And the media went to work trying to force everybody to pull back off her, trying to tell the WNBA, don't let them foul her, don't let her defend her like that. They was trying everything in their power to get the opposition to slow down on how much pressure they was giving her. But what happens is when they slow down, then Caitlin started cooking. Then that same media come out and say she better than all of y'all.
I told you so. I told y'all.
So, but Mel, I agree with you 100%. But the difference between Caitlin Clark and Bronny is Caitlin Clark has a skill set and Bronny does not.
You know what? I'm glad you said that, Corey, because that leads into my next question. The actual base of the whole thing, what he said. Do y'all think that he is ready to be a pro, or is it too early to tell because it's summer league, or have we seen enough?
I think it's too early.
You've seen him through high school, you've seen him in college, and you've seen him now. It's the same thing.
Hey, I think it's too early to tell. The reason I say it's too early to tell, we keep forgetting that Bronny had the damn life-threatening heart attack on the damn court. So where he had those years that he was supposed to develop, they was a little hesitant in putting him full blast on the court like that. So
the one year,
you saw him.
Let me give you a heart attack. See how fast you come back.
It's just that before the heart attack, he wasn't playing very well. Like, you know, people are saying he was a top recruit, but ESPN was the only outlet that ranked him as a top recruit. Everyone else had him ranked as low as 55. 55 and 45 was the highest that I'd seen by any outlet outside of ESPN. So he wasn't a real top ranking recruit. Listen, we have to stop this.
You're right.
Can I go back?
You're right.
Can I go back just a little bit? I'm sorry. Who put the pressure on Bronny? You know, by saying my son is better than everybody else in the league right now. So I think that's you gotta expect all this criticism that's coming out. If you're coming out saying my son is this, my son is that, and then the product on the court is I'm gonna be nice because he's on.
We talked about this last week.
Yeah, I give you this though.
This is he's living his father's dream, right? And he just don't want to mess it up. He seems like he is not very interested in being there.
Listen,
and if you're not interested in your job, you're not gonna do a good job.
Absolutely. I hate the fact that if we're talking strictly basketball, because that's what we like to do here. We love the basketball. Right. If we're let's talk strictly basketball, right? The personal things, we know LeBron run his mouth too much sometimes. Like
too much. Sometimes he do.
Sometimes he runs his mouth too much. I think him putting out the fact that Bronny's better than NBA players right now currently when he's at USC or at Sierra Canyon, when he ain't even the best player on his team, I think that's unfair to Bronny. Also, I feel like what every NBA player, especially the top guys, what do you see that Bronny has as far as elite skill set? Every NBA player has something that they do elite. What would you say that Bronny's is, if there's something? If we talk about pro ready right now,
his daddy.
It's hard. It's hard for me to defend 4 points. He did get 13 points the last time he was out. I think it was like 13 points, 5 rebounds and 3 assists or something, or two blocks, something like that.
Right. He had a great game. The last 2 games, I would say he had.
He had a couple games, but I feel like I feel like because his daddy is who his daddy is, that's what's really putting the pressure on him, man. Because all that talking, man, just let him go out there and play and see what he do and let him develop. Then go out there and support him and say, hey, man, he's developing. I know he ain't where he's supposed to be at now. Let him develop, though. He'll get there. You know what I mean? But when you go say he's the best and all that, now you letting the wolves come for him. So
once again, he's not even the best. Like Dalton Connect is not getting the props that he deserves on this.
Floor going crazy.
Where was he ranked 19th at?
Only ESPN. ESPN had him ranked 19th. But that's random. He was never ranked that high before by any outlet. He was ranked 55 his senior year. Then he shot up to 45 a week later. And then a week from there, they were saying he was a 19th ranking. And
so he was 19th after he already got to college?
Listen, man.
I mean, anybody mentioned that he was 19, I would ask them, did you believe that he was the 19th best player out of high school, right? And the answer would be no. And then this world breaker saying why we're not talking about Alex Sarr. We would be if ESPN was hyping him up and his dad was hyping him up. We would be talking about Alex Sarr.
But and we're not talking about him because why would we?
I mean, we all knew what them first two picks in the draft. We all knew what that was going to be because when we all found out what their name was the day of the draft.
Listen.
It's
sometimes
not just LeBron though. It's also the media setting him up for harsh criticism as well. So they want to say he's ready, especially like some of LeBron's biggest detractors. Like we know that Paul Pierce is saying, yeah, like he'll be a 3-and-D guy, also that they can turn around and tear him down in his first couple of actual like Laker games. So I think the media is also trying to set him up as well, which is really sad for Bronny.
Yeah. Two things real quick. Number one, every draft somebody has to go number one because somebody's first. That does not mean what type of player you're going to be. Somebody has to be picked first, right? So we got to leave that alone. And number two, is Bronny ready to be a pro? The answer, the simple answer is yes. But in the NBA, then probably not. He could be a pro in Israel. He could be a pro in a lot of places. But
Shanghai.
Bronny right now, Bronny has what I call the Memphis Bleak effect, right? Where LeBron is Jay-Z, and so no matter what Bronny does at the height, it's never going to look real good to who his big homie is, which is his father. So Memphis Bleak could have probably been good, but he was rapping next to Jay-Z, so people really be like, nah, that ain't it.
Comparison right there, dog.
No, it's a good comparison, man, until he said Memphis Bleak could have actually been good.
He could have been good. Like if you heard Memphis Bleak by himself, you might have been like, I can listen to this.
Nah,
as soon as he finished rapping, you heard Hov.
Bleak was a qualified rapper. I'm sorry.
No, Bleak.
He was a rapper. He wasn't wearing a costume like Bronny.
That was a costume.
Was he? Was he a rapper?
He was a rapper. I love that song. Is That Your Chick?
No, of course I love that song.
That was
fire. Like Bronny would not have.
Dang, Bleak can't speak.
All I'm saying is Bronny won't have a hit like that. He's not going to have one hit.
He's gonna get one. Even that hit was Jay-Z's though.
Yeah, that was
Jay-Z hit though.
He had 3 verses on that song.
Hey, listen,
Bleak had 2.
I liked Bleak.
Yo,
Bleak verse was dope on that song though.
Bleak verse was
me too.
That's the only one he had though.
He was a better Bronny as a basketball player.
Trick Daddy.
Hey man, look, I can't write nothing else for you, dog. This is you got to do it on your own after this.
Hey, listen, he had Missy on the hook. That was his win right there.
Twister was on
very
the joint.
underrated.
Hey, if none of y'all rap, that'd be like me, like, hey man, y'all get on the track. Y'all get on the track. Say anything, Chris. It don't matter.
Oh, man.
Real quick, phone lines is open. Go ahead and give us a call. Give us your thoughts on opinions on the topic, please.
Like we got
hey, Greg Anderson, go ahead, brother.
Greg.
Hello.
What's going on?
What's up, Greg?
What's going on? What's going on? First of all, Memphis Bleak is like Bronny from the 3-point line. He 2 for 20. He got 2 hits out of them 20 songs he was on.
Hey, so that was a dope comparison, right?
Hey, man.
Right.
Shout out.
Did y'all see LeBron's latest tweet where he was talking about, man, I've been watching NBA Summer League and Bronny low-key better than half of these G League cast-offs.
He didn't say that. No, he didn't say that. That was AI. They got to be AI.
Oh, that was AI. Okay.
There's no way LeBron said that. There's no way.
It's real easy to figure that out.
Put that on LeBron, man.
It's real easy to find that out.
LeBron, man.
Hey, but you know what? It's important not to overreact either way. Like when he has a good game against like inferior competition, or when he has a real bad game. Like the proof is in the pudding. We've seen enough footage from him in high school and in college and in the summer league game. So like when him balling out, like scoring 11, 12 points on 50% shooting, that's like an excellent game for him. Mm-hmm. But then like a normal game is him being 1 for 5 for 2.23 points. So somewhere in the middle, that's what he is, like a 5 point. Like if you give him the keys, he's a 5 point per game scorer.
Yeah, but
so
but look, Greg, I see the magic that they want to happen, because even when I watch him score and the crowd got really involved, he's a crowd favorite. So his 5 points is going to feel like 15 points. Yeah. You know, like even I got hyped when he scored, and I could see the pressure kind of leave his, get off his shoulders, and I could see his face with relief. That even made me. So when it comes to if your heart's involved in this whole conversation, you feel for him and you really want him to do good. But if you take your heart out of it and just try to do your job and analyze everything and be honest, that's when it sounds like that we're being too hard on him. But we're just being honest. But yeah, I want that dude to succeed so much, man. And I love seeing him do good.
I want him to win.
I'm gonna take it a step. First of all, I seen the game that they played Boston. He broke up a 4-on-1 fast break, and they made it seem like it was like the takedown block in the finals when LeBron beat Iguodala shit.
Bro,
I'm like, come on, man, y'all gotta chill this out, man. Y'all gotta chill out.
And this is the problem. They've done this so many times. Like they had a whole ESPN special in the second round when they don't normally do that, just for him because they knew he was going to get drafted by the Lakers. Like they are putting too much pressure on this dude, man. They keep putting like they're going to build up anything that he does well, and they're going to minimize anything that he does that's not so well. And I think that is the problem. If you just stop talking about him, let him play basketball, let him grow at whatever his pace is, whether it's a microwave, whether he'll be good next year, or whether it's a baker, and he'll take 3 years to reach whatever he is in the NBA. Let him be that. I think that the media, along with Clutch Sports and along with LeBron, has just put so much pressure and so much talk around this dude that they expect him to come out and be a 20-point scorer. He's not Dalton Connect. Dalton Connect is scoring 20 points a game. He really is on the same team with Bronny, and he's not getting the love that he deserves, I feel. Just let the man learn and play without saying anything, and I think we'll be better. But it started with LeBron saying that he was better than NBA players when he was at Sierra Kane, which was absolutely ridiculous.
That's crazy. Hey, final thoughts, Greg, before I get to the next call.
Final thought. I told you, I'm here for the show, so I'm all in on all of the foolishness. If the media gonna play this game, I'm playing it too.
Me too.
When they come out if they coming out with the All-Star game ballots, I'm voting for Bronny. I want Bronny to start. You know what I'm saying? I want one of these players that's well deserving to have to come off the bench. Maybe that'll make them play hard in the All-Star game.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll impact their salaries on their next contract negotiations. But this, I mean, I'm here for the show, so I ain't even hating on it either way. But you know what I'm saying? I hope he get a max deal once that 4-year, $7.89 million contract run out and put the Lakers in the third apron. Let's just enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah, just go full fledged with it. Don't do it halfway. Just go all the way, man. LeBron retire, and then Bronny start getting that same money to be AD's running mate, and then you got a two-headed monster just like you had with Bron and AD. I mean, I'm with it. Give him the max.
Dalton is 23.
Hey, look, I'm gone, but look, the boy averaged 5 points, man, and they give him all this hype, man. Hey, he ain't live sanity. I'm going to call that boy Finn sanity. 5 points a game, man. All right, I'm gone, man.
All right, man, thank you. All right, real quick. So the people that's in the comments saying they called and it's going straight to voicemail, that means someone's on the phone. So
that's normally what that means, right?
Yeah. I'm not. Yeah. So no, we don't need call waiting, but you just need to wait till the call is over, then you can call in.
The caller and Dalton 23 doesn't mean they both rookies. Who cares whether they grow? Listen, bro, that y'all will make any excuse. Am I crazy? Yes, you are. That's the answer.
All right, Jules from Chi-Town. What's up, dog?
What's up, man? Long time. Jules from Chicago. I love your panel, man. Y'all be getting it in, but I'm really indifferent on Bronny James, man. He's the son of the usurper, man. I don't deal with anything LeBron James, man. I just want to say hi, man. I see your panel has grown.
Wait, Jules. Did you call him a snake?
You call him a
usurper.
Oh,
okay. I call him
like Game of Thrones, like the fake king.
Oh, I thought he said a serpent. Oh, okay.
I heard serpent too. I mean, shit, both kind of apply, but
yeah, he might be a serpent too.
You know what, though? I mean, I don't wish nothing bad on the boy. I hope he does well because he ain't asked for none of this. But I'm going to leave y'all. I ain't going to be long because I know you be trying to get the calls in. But I'm going to leave y'all on this. It's one stat that really tells you who the GOAT is. From November 1990 to June of 1998, the Bulls never lost 3 games in a row. 632 games. Go look it up.
Yeah, damn.
A little sauce on that. I like that.
That's a flex.
You can't say that about the Warriors. You can't say that about the 16 Cavs. You can't say that about Duncan. You can't say that about Kobe. None of
them. That's a flex.
That's a flex. That's a flex.
Never lost 3 games.
That's cold.
But, I'm gonna get out of here, man, and I really appreciate what y'all doing. And I'm gonna leave y'all with this. I wish y'all good fortunes in the wars to come, brother.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Appreciate that. Thank you. Likewise.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're gonna take 2 more calls, y'all. 2 more calls. Man.
Rollberger had a comment earlier. He was like, so if Bronny ends up being good, are y'all gonna apologize for being wrong?
No, not apologize. First of all, we wouldn't be wrong. It'd be us saying an opinion that actually was right at the time.
Exactly.
But he took that criticism and turned it into, you know what I mean? Like when people said Jaylen Brown didn't have a left, I didn't say that, but when you showed the footage, it did look like every time he went left and had to dribble more than 3 times with his left, he lost the ball. Almost lost. Right. So if you say that criticism and then he comes back and balls out like he did, that don't mean that someone have to apologize for pointing out he didn't have a left.
Hello.
Caller from Washington State. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is my crazy, man. Y'all be different.
Yes, you are.
Y'all cool.
Yes, you are.
Cool.
Hey, what's up?
You are crazy.
Hey, you know what? Hey, you know what? I give him a lot of props because the people we call, they never call into the show.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
So you already good in my book for that, bro.
Thank you for calling in.
Look, I know what it is. Y'all, it's difference of opinions, but at the end of the day, Dalton Connect is 23 and Bronny James is 19, so he's supposed to play better. He has to play better.
I agree with that.
I don't think the age matters. I think it's the fact that
no, the age matter. I agree. I mean, that's a good point, but I think it's irrelevant to what he's saying, though. I don't think that's relevant. The point that everyone on the panel is making is we want to see this hype that LeBron hyped his son up to be better than the NBA players that's currently playing. So if he was better than the NBA players currently playing, he should be better than another rookie, no matter how old he is. But you're making a great point. A 23-year-old with four more extra years of college experience than 19-year-old is supposed to be better. You're right. More experience, more season. But it's irrelevant from the point that we're making.
Well, the point we all know is that Bronny James was drafted. Yes, his daddy helped him out. Okay. So you're promoting what you putting your money into. If they putting their money into Bronny James and Dalton Connect, then they're going to promote Bronny James and Dalton Connect. That's just common sense in business. But he earned his money because he's bringing all the eyeballs. He's the reason why I am even watching Summer League. He's the only reason why I watch the draft.
Okay, so I got a question for you. I got a question.
Am I crazy? Maybe not as much. But hey, man, look, I appreciate you calling. Thank you, man.
Don't start that, E.
Yeah.
Don't start, E.
Salute, man. Salute.
Salute. It's not a little bit concerning to anybody, whether on the panel or in the audience, that like someone would only watch the summer league. Like it just shows, like, are you a true fan of basketball if you're only watching the summer league for someone that you know really is not a qualified NBA player, shouldn't be there, can't play, so you only watch the summer league to watch 12 straight bricks? That doesn't make sense. So like I get that.
No.
Hold on one moment. I get that it's very emotional to see Bronny out there. Like honestly, when he hit his first shot, like
great.
You know, just as a person, like I felt that inside. You know, I even saw like a really beautiful reel of LeBron and Bronny from like you know, from when he was a baby. Like I really almost I genuinely in my heart I cried when I saw that reel because it was very beautiful. So like I get like wanting to see him do well. But you know, I don't know about you guys, but I am a true basketball fan. I'm watching
Dominique
play basketball. I'm not watching for Bronny to see Bronny lose. That doesn't really make sense. So
Dominique, did you celebrate Dalton Connect's first shot like that?
No, I did not. Because quite frankly, like I'm expecting him I'm expecting him to play and to show up in the summer league and prove why he was drafted in the first round. That's expected because Bronny has played so poorly. He had the heart attack. We know all of this. LeBron James is one of the best players to ever play this game. Like it's emotional. So there's emotions involved. I get that. But I wasn't only watching.
You say that one more time.
Watch the summer league every single year because I'm a true basketball fan. So for me, it's just a little bit concerning that we have such fandom around one person, and that's what creates all of this division when sports is supposed to bring people together. So sports should be bringing people together. Growing up, that's what it did for me, no matter what team you like, no matter what player you like. And now we have division because people who don't belong there, are being hyped up. People who don't belong in the league have always been there, but there's never been any hype around it. That's the problem. That's all we're calling out. So LeBron has the right to hype up his son because that's what he's putting out. He has the right to try to, make the best business decision around it. But people who critique have the right to say, hey, Bronny's not playing well. He was over 12. We saw bricks. He shouldn't really be there. This is not the brand of basketball the Lakers should want. So I think it's okay to say that. Even if he had been on Orlando, a small market team, it just wouldn't be that big of a deal. We're drafting Bronny. We're missing out on other players that could have been rotational pieces in the playoffs, and we're not contending. So that's where all the criticism is going to come from. But trust and believe me, no one hates, LeBron for trying to help his son and do what he felt was best for him. And no one hates Bronny. We all want to see him succeed. But these are just some of the facts that we're laying out.
We're talking basketball here, fellas. Like we talking basketball.
And here's the thing about summer league too.
Wait, Jay, how you jump right in front of?
Who did I jump in front of?
We ain't saying.
Zoe was just trying to get it in, man. Let Zoe spin.
No, I think Dominique is 100% correct. If we keep it basketball, I think that we could all honestly say, I don't care about what team he drafted. I don't care about that. If we watching the product from high school to now, do we feel like Bronny James is a basketball player who is ready for the NBA? Basketball. Forget whose son he is. Forget what school he went to. Forget what he did in high school. Forget what his name is. Is he ready? The answer is no. The answer is no.
There's a lot of those guys out there ready.
Just like somebody pointed out.
NBA potential.
Hold on. Just like somebody. Wait. Just like somebody pointed out at the beginning of the show. Every time you bring up a good point about LeBron or Bronny,
somebody else.
The only defense for it is let me find someone else I can try to compare that to.
We're not talking about
just answer the question. Does LeBron? Go ahead, Zo.
That's the only point. The point is, aside from anybody else who's not ready, Alex Sarr may not be ready. Yes, he was the number 2 pick. He may not be ready. Is Bronny James basketball-wise? I don't care about the name. I don't care about the team. Basketball-wise, if you are watching him, does he look to be ready to be an NBA pro?
To be 12, 13, or 14
yes
man
no.
on the bench?
You're saying he look
talent to be on the bench. Does he have the talent to be getting minutes and serious minutes? No. But we knew that going in. It was a business decision, but at the same time, if he's playing better, which he is now, then that's the win. That's what a win-win comes in.
Here's the good question right here. Do you think under Kobe's watch, they would have made a business decision for his son if he had one, or you think Kobe would have been about trying to win?
But see, now you're speaking in hypothetical.
No. Yeah. It's a very good question.
Hypothetical question.
Do you think under Kobe's watch, they would have made a business decision just only for business, or do you think they would have been making more basketball decisions with Kobe trying to win? What do you think?
That's a hypothetical question.
I know. Wait. That's why I said, hold on. That's why I said, what do you think? Not what do you know? Since it's hypothetical, it's no harm, no foul, just to think what you think. What do you think would have happened in that hypothetical?
It is hypothetical, but go ahead and just answer the question.
I would say this. I would say if Kobe had a son and he wanted his son's dream was to play with him, I think Kobe.
It's not. Hold on. It's not his son's dream. Do you think it would have been Kobe's dream to play with his son? And do you think they would have made a business decision to bring a son up that wasn't ready at 19 after a freshman year, 1 year removed from a heart attack? Do you think this would have happened under Kobe's watch?
Let's be honest.
Maybe not because
No,
Kobe.
yes or no?
No. The answer is
I'm answering. I said
right,
maybe because maybe not because Kobe was just a different kind of animal. Kobe would have been like, hey, you ain't finna go out here embarrassing me. You gonna either be cold scoring 30 or you're not gonna play at all. Ain't no in between with Kobe. Bron is more like a gradually basically just dragging him along as his skills get better, and then it's gonna prove that he deserved to be
basketball daycare, correct?
At the baby.
I mean, I want to thank you for that honesty, though. That's been one of the straightest answers we've heard from someone defending any of this. So thank you.
Thank you. Hey, you know what? I hope you subscribe. I appreciate the honesty. I do. Just like Dominique said, I appreciate the honesty.
I'm already subscribed, but it's just opinions, man. You know, I just feel for the kid, and I just know he's shown me in the past couple of games that he is ready for the challenge. That's all I needed him to play better with more confidence. That's all I wanted to see.
Last question.
55th pick. I mean, I don't expect him to score 30, 40.
Do you expect Alex Sarr to score 30 or 40? He was the number 2 pick. He's a kid too. Him and Bronny the same age.
No, I didn't expect him to score 30 or 40. You know why? Because when he came out, his strengths was rebounding, block shots, finishing at the rim.
Correct.
So he wasn't a go-to guy. So if you're not a go-to guy, you're never going to score 30 or 40.
Do you expect anybody in this draft to score 30 or 40? Because this draft was watered down.
It was tough.
I expect the people who've been scoring 30 to score 30. The guys that's been down there for 3-4 years. None of the rookies. Unless Shepard get hot or something. If Shepard get hot, then
Shepard.
or the number 1 pick.
He's a kid from Duke that went to Philly. He got a 30-point game.
Yeah, them two.
Or Shannon Jr.
Shannon Jr. Nice too. Yeah,
Terrence Shannon.
Yeah. What was the dude that gave Bronny 32 in
but he like a second, third year player. Adonis Arms.
Yeah. He is definitely a 15th guy on the bench because he's been playing in this type of environment for like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, Amani Bates still in the summer league too. My bad, Jay. Go ahead.
Crazy.
What I was gonna say about the summer league is like the first year that I paid attention real hard to the summer league was when JJ Redick got drafted, right? Yeah, I'm telling you, and JJ Redick killed the summer league. He killed the summer league, and then my boy, he the coach at Duke now, Shire killed the summer league, and then he got poked in the eye.
John Shire.
And them boys was not ready for the league their first year. Even if you kill in the summer league, you still may not be ready for the actual NBA.
That's real.
So, struggling in the summer league usually don't. It's not the death sentence of your NBA career, but it usually don't fare well.
I think Bronny.
It wasn't a real fan because we didn't watch the summer league. I don't like watching Jay-Z. I'm a student of the game. I watch the game, and it's like why I can't watch the WNBA. I can't just watch a bunch of missed layups. I'm a student of the game.
Oh man, you missing out, brother.
Yeah, the WNBA is getting good, brother.
It's about to get lit.
Out on what?
I wasn't watching women's college basketball until Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese came along.
This is true for me.
I always watch women's college.
I watched it back in the day with Shamika Holdsclaw.
Sure enough, did.
She's a bucket. She's a bucket.
The female Jordan. That's what they called her. The female Jordan.
She was cold, boy.
The female Jordan coming up in a couple years. Just watch.
That's a hard comparison. Hey, Juju.
On her way. That's the second coming right there.
Holdsclaw put them paws on her old lady too, boy. But that's another topic.
Yeah.
Are we really about to do that right now, Mel?
Mel.
All right.
Who y'all got for rookie of the year?
Oh, man. We'll get into that next topic, brother. Thanks for the call, too, man. Call back on that topic.
Yeah. Appreciate you, bro.
All right, yeah.
Appreciate you.
Y'all want one more or no?
Nah, that was a hell of a transition. Perfect.
That was perfect. He asked the question.
Excellent question.
So appreciate all the call-ins for that topic as well. But moving along, Caitlin Clark just recently set the WNBA single game assist record with 19 assists, albeit in a loss to one of the league's worst team in the Wings. Got to mention that. But it's still an incredible feat nonetheless. 19 assists. I mean, she was seeing the court very well, seeing her teammates, setting them up, doing that very well. And she is 13 assists shy of breaking the rookie assist season record. I feel like I said that wrong.
No, I get what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying. So she's only 13 off from Mel, please help me with the name of the girl. You just you shared it on the page. I can't remember.
I think it was Tashina Panachera.
Yes. So she is the current holder, and Caitlin Clark is only 13 assists shy with 15 games left in the season. They're taking the pause for the All-Star Olympic break, whatever. 15 games coming out of the break. She can break that in 1 game, 2 games easy. And I have a soundbite, and I hate him. Y'all hate him, but I gotta play him.
Play him. Let's do it.
Both of those young women are more than holding up their end of the bargain. And I saw Shaq yesterday come out and say Angel's the rookie of the year. She's not. Could it change post-Olympics? Maybe. But right now, it's pretty clear if we're doing a fair voting. Up to this point, if they voted, there should be a unanimous first place and a unanimous second place. No one should have Angel lower than 2, but you can't make a cogent basketball-related argument that Caitlin Clark hasn't been the rookie of the year thus far. And I
so courtesy of Nick Wright.
It's so tough.
Appreciate him for that soundbite.
So tough, bro.
Hey, that's my dog too. That's Nick Wright. He hometown, KC.
He KC?
Yeah, he from KC.
Man, he make it look bad, man.
You claimed that real quick, man. Like,
hey, man, look, hey, he my number 1 Chiefs fan. Number 1 Chiefs fan.
Man, Lord.
He at the Super Bowl parade and everything. But I don't agree with that take. But I mean,
so a lot of people are saying that
Angel Reese, bro. I don't think Angel Reese. Just my personal opinion. I don't think Angel Reese is getting a lot of hype, bro, because she's a black female. Just my personal opinion. And there's a whole lot of black females that's cold. I mean, what's that girl name? Asia Wilson?
Of course. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, bro. I ain't even seen no female play like that before in my life.
A walking bucket.
The best.
I mean, crazy. So I think that's just expected. And when you get a white girl from from where she from, where she played against black players is the reason why she's kind of good. But I think they just hype her up. She brung all the nuances y'all got in the WNBA, the big salary boost, the private planes, all that. They got it because Caitlin Clark came into the league, and there's a whole not underground, but a whole fan base that comes with her. But I think because of that fan base, Angel Reese is getting overlooked. That's just my personal opinion.
That's a fair opinion. I mean, I think it's fair.
I don't think that's the case.
What you think?
I don't think Angel Reese is not getting the credit that she deserves because she's black. I think Caitlin is getting overhyped because she's white.
Damn, I think we kind of saying the same thing.
Sort of, kind of, but it's different. It's
same animal, different beast.
Yeah.
Shout out Kobe.
Kobe, what does that mean?
What does that mean?
You're welcome.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Shout out Kobe, bro.
And Kanye. So with this recent the outstanding 19 assist game, her being 13 assists away, the Fever kind of finding their groove. I think they're currently 7th in the rankings. If the season was to end today, they'd be in the playoffs. I think a lot of people are taking this this recency event and saying that it's unanimous. She's the rookie of the year. And I think they dismiss what Angel Reese has been doing for, her team. I mean, you're just going to get rid of 17 double doubles in the last, 20 games. And then 15 consecutive? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Broke the record for that. Angel Reese is not the primary scorer like Caitlin Clark is supposed to be. So the points numbers is not always going to be there like that. But when you're consistently putting up double-digit points, double-digit rebounds, and you're being that grit player for your team, I think you're doing more for your team than what Caitlin Clark is doing, in my opinion. And I mean, they're still both hanging right next to each other in the rankings. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that they're playing too much into the record breaking for Caitlin Clark to wipe out Angel Reese for your rookie?
They doing this. I want Brittany to go real quick because she's been quiet for like almost a whole segment. So I'm just say this real quick and then let Brittany go. But they're doing the same thing that they did or been doing in the NBA. They're weighing the MVP, Rookie of the Year, and any other award too much on offensive stats only. Caitlin Clark is doing the exact same thing Luka, Westbrook, James Harden, and all of those guys did in the NBA with being the primary ball handler and the primary scorer and the primary assist person. And they're going to get all those offensive stats. But one thing all those guys had in common when they did that is they played zero defense. So we can't look at basketball as just the offensive side. What are you doing on both ends? And the strong suit of Angel Reese is rebounding and defense, and she's also chipping in 13 to 14 points. And the strong suit of Caitlin is offense, and she's just getting 4 more points than the defender and Angel Reese, even though she's getting all the assists. But when you look at the game that she lost and she had 19 assists, her team had less assists than the opposing team. So her assists, you're getting all the assists, and your running mate in the backcourt only had 1 assist, but the backcourt that you was trying to defend, they both had 24 points apiece and 9 and 8 assists respectively.
Beat you.
So give me the 24 points, 9 and 8 assists, on top of the fact that the other forward that they had that plays on the perimeter also had 7 assists, 6 rebounds, and 18 points. So Caitlin can't be used to stop none of these females that's hooping. You can't stop them on defense, but you're just accumulating stats and people are impressed. But go ahead, Brittany.
Go ahead, Britt.
I mean, you basically just said everything I was just thinking of, to be honest with you. But I'm big on both sides. If you're gonna be my Rookie of the Year, you gotta play both sides of the ball according to your position. You know, I have so much respect and love for Caitlin Clark. I love the things that she's doing. I love the game that she's bringing. I don't know if it's benefiting her team in a massive way because they're losing, right? The end of the day, the game is to win. You want to win. Angel Reese, on the other hand, she doesn't have the team that, in my opinion, that Caitlin Clark has. They just traded away one of their better players as well for, I think, a 3-point shooter. I had to go research her, to be honest with you. So I just think that Angel Reese contributes more to the overall game. Just because she's not out here making incredible passes or shoot shots from the half court line or the logo line, to me, she's contributing just as much, or in some ways a little bit more. So right now it's still, to me, a tight race, but I do agree they are going to use the breaking of the records to one player's advantage versus the other. But if we look at it, Angel Reese broke the WNBA overall double-double record. She bypassed Candace Parker.
Not rookie.
Caitlin Clark
overall.
Right. Caitlin Clark is getting ready to break the rookie record. So she still has
it
a
is
way
an
to go.
all-time. It actually is an all-time WNBA record, but it's just in a single season. So like all-time for a single season in assists.
Gotcha.
I mean, for me, like, nobody's also bringing up the fact that she's actually leading the league in turnovers. So that's a problem that I have. I'm completely not impressed with the assist records because of that. Not only I agree with you, Brittany. I love the way Caitlin Clark can just drop a logo 3 from anywhere. I think it's so exciting. I think, that's why she, garners so much excitement for the league. And I think that that's really impressive. But the turnovers are disgusting, okay? To be leading, she has 145 turnovers, and we're only halfway through the season. The second highest single season turnover record is Alyssa Thomas, and it's 137. That's for a single season. So she's on pace to get upwards of 300 turnovers for the season. I just don't see how we can be impressed with that stat. That is a stat that I have a problem with. To say that she can come out and shoot the ball very well, that, she's got so much pressure on her. There's so much hype around her, and she's doing the best that she can do. Like, I can give her all credit for that, but I can't give her credit for the assist record when has the record in turnovers, and we're only halfway through the season. Literally half the games have been played, and she's on pace, on track for 300 turnovers in a single season, which would be more than 50. That would be double the second highest turnover. So she's already done that. for a rookie all time. So she has an all-time record for turnovers of all WNBA players, not rookie turnovers all time. So that's what we're talking about here.
I mean, and I agree with you on that, because what I don't want to hear is, listen, guys, she's a rookie. I've heard that. People have DM me, have said that to me. She's a rookie.
They're
don't be so
calling her
hard
the
on her.
Right? They're saying
Right.
that
I'm
she's
like,
better than everybody currently existing. Like, let's be
like,
for real. Yeah.
Rookie or not, the object of the game is to take care of the basketball. Right?
Exactly. I cannot stand the turnovers. Like, the turnovers really kill me. And like, for me, it's not close between her and Angel Reese. Not just because Angel Reese has the rebound record, not just because she's a two-way player and Caitlin Clark is a very lazy defender, even as a rookie, which I don't think she should be. The fact that people try to compare her to LeBron. LeBron played defense for, at least half of his career. So Caitlin Clark is got to be, I would call her the third offensive option on her team and the last defensive option on her team. Angel Reese is Barbie and Ken.
Very last.
She toggles back and forth between the first and second offensive option on her team, and she really scores timely. She comes up big in fourth quarters where, Caitlin Clark's a great white hype, and even Skip Bayless is shouting her out for disappearing in fourth quarters. That's what we've watched her do on multiple occasions. So, Angel Reese is the first defensive option on her team and the first or second at any given point in offense on her team. And they have a lesser team. Caitlin Clark has 3 all-stars with her. So
what I didn't like as well, I don't know if it's happened as much lately. If it's a close game towards the end of the game, they actually take Caitlin Clark off the court. I have a major problem with that.
Yeah, she's unplayable. She's unplayable. Right. Where Angel Reese, she's the first option in the first quarter of the fourth quarter. Not Cardozo, who went higher than her in the draft, but Angel Reese. They feed her the ball, and she's killing it in the paint. They try to criticize her and say she's getting her own rebound. Most of her rebounds are defensive rebounds. And even like, that's what you're supposed to do. If you miss, you better hustle back. You better box out and get that rebound. Like Caitlin Clark, the way we've seen her get blown by on defense, she looked just like Luka, falling down or getting, almost getting fouled out in some cases. It's really bad to see. It really, really is. She cannot defend the ball. She cannot hold on to the ball. And they're also saying that she's throwing that her teammates can't catch the ball. We've seen her just get stripped, coming down, bad handle, stripped.
A bunch
bad passes and getting the ball taken from them. Hey, so look, here's the great thing that y'all gonna love this. Now the campaign has been started where they're saying, "Oh man, Rookie of the Year is in the bag." It's some people that got her in the MVP discussion now.
They do. They really do.
Oh man.
I mean,
well, you know what? I'm not surprised because preseason opening odds in Vegas had her third in MVP voting, and she had never played a minute on the court.
Them the same people that's gonna vote for Donald Trump this upcoming election.
Did anybody see her versus the Aces when Kelsey Plum dropped 34 on her?
Anybody see her?
The same team that Chicago Sky just beat, Barbie and Ken lit them up.
Absolutely.
Listen,
lesser talent.
Kennedy Carter killed it.
And Mabray was like, I'm sorry if I'm saying her name wrong, but she has been coming up so small for them. She's a good player, but I don't blame them for trading her because she's not hitting shots. Mm-hmm.
Listen, man, we saw this in the national championship game when Raven Johnson was strapping Caitlin Clark up. Like, regardless of if you were the primary,
locked her up like a damn robber. Like,
strapped. Put the seatbelt on her. Put the seatbelt on her. Like,
you would have thought she had a 22 on her.
Exactly.
You could not find Caitlin Clark in that second half.
I think me and Mel had this discussion maybe even 3 years ago when we was talking about John Stockton, Russell Westbrook, and all of the guys who can accumulate stats when they have the ball in their hands of the majority of the time. And she does. I'm gonna keep it real. Like, Caitlin Clark has the ability to be a playmaker. Absolutely. And I commend her ability for that. But at the end of the day, when you have the ball in your hand that much and you turning the ball over that much, you may not need to be the primary playmaker. That's what it is.
Hey, to the two, I think they improve.
Hey, Zoe, I bet you that was the easiest game for Don Staley to coach, that national championship.
Yeah, lock her up.
It was hard. It was hard because they had to blow them out, though. Don Staley always had the better team, and what you saw what happened the year prior when they upset South Carolina. It was one of the most disgusting games I've ever seen. all of her very close games, the refs were helping her. They've helped her entire college career. And, you know, to see, like, there were people that cried when South Carolina lost that game because it was criminal. Even when LSU lost to them, it should have been investigated. Mulkey's coaching should be investigated for that loss. She did not. She didn't make certain adjustments and changes in that game that, like, my dog would have coached that game better than she did.
Why you didn't put Flagey on Caitlin Clark early?
Exactly.
I didn't understand that. But let me tell you this. Let me say it was the hardest game probably for Dawn Staley to coach. But at the end of the day, Raven Johnson, I think it was a exercise in futility. The same person who she waved off last year on that 3-point shot was the person who was taking her cookies at half court every single time. And I played. So if you taking my cookies at half court and you my point guard, you probably don't need to be my point guard at the end of the day. So I think that it was all retribution when it comes to things of that nature. So at the end of the day, I think that we have to give Caitlin Clark credit for what she does, but we cannot. We wouldn't be banned down sports if we didn't hold everybody accountable for their actions. She turns the ball over a lot and on her own accord. Like, she turns the ball over a lot. Not saying that anybody else is great. Dejanay Carrington had her in a torture chamber. Like,
she did.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Look, real quick.
I'm gonna hear on her head either.
Yeah, I'm gonna play this sound bite. I want Jay and Corey to respond to this one.
I think Caitlin Clark should be in the conversation for Player of the Year. I don't think she's going to win the Player of the Year. I think she should be in the conversation. What guards are playing better than her right now as we approach the All-Star break, right? So I would put Sabrina on that list. Of course, Kelsey Plum and Jackie Young are playing really well. Arike, Jewel when she gets hot. But if you start looking at the guards, the impact of winning their teams, where Caitlin has taken Indiana, everybody remembers their 1-8 start, their 11 games in 20 days. And now look at them. They've beaten New York, Phoenix twice. They got a win over Minnesota on the road. They're in pretty good position, and she's the reason why. Yeah. And so I think with her numbers, her efficiencies, when you match it up against everyone else, now she's leading the league in assists. But certainly, I'm moving past the Rookie of the Year for me. I'm moving into Player of the Year conversation for Caitlin.
If you're talking,
all right, Jay, Corey, one of y'all go, man. Player of the Year MVP, is she in that discussion? Is Rookie of the Year just a foregone conclusion?
Go ahead, Jay. You got it.
First of all, hell no. Hell no. Absolutely not. Absolutely
Why not? Why not?
Okay, before I get into why not, I like the fact that Caitlin Clark is getting a lot of assists. We knew coming in she could pass. We knew that. Like, we knew that. However, the thing I like about it is that eventually she passes really well. She shoots really well. Eventually, that's going to open up the door for her offense. I think that's going to be the breakthrough to her as things start slowing down mentally for her to get her shot more efficient. All that being said, if you're going to talk about assists, you got to talk about turnovers. Not because I said so, because there's a thing called assist to turnover ratio. Like they actually keep a track of this, right? So listen, you can't be number one in assists and number one in turnovers. Like, that's a 1-to-1. That's not good. You don't want your point guard to be 1-to-1 assist to turnover.
I got it. No.
That's how you sitting on the bench. If you're a regular person, if you're a regular point guard.
Hey, what do we?
Go ahead, Professor J. Cook them up.
Right next to me on the bench is where she would be.
So you can't say that person with all these assists and all these turnovers is the player of the year. of what year? Like this? Like, no, man, absolutely not.
Leap year.
Absolutely not, man. And just a small stat, and I shared this with Zoe the other day, that as far as assist to turnover ratios in the NBA, Tyus Jones has led the league every year he's been in the league in assist to turnover ratio. That man do not turn the ball over. Like, taking care of the ball as the point guard is, forget it. I'll say it's your most important job. You're orchestrating the offense. If you're giving the ball away, if Magic Johnson was staying to the third row, no one would. They'd be like, "Yeah, he made good passes, but he had 91 turnovers." We wouldn't talk about Magic. We wouldn't talk about John Stockton if he was the career leader in turnovers and assists. Nah, he was leading in assists and steals. He was taking the ball away, and he was protecting the ball.
Hey, before Corey goes,
Jay, golly,
is this like Jameis Winston leading the league in
30 for 30? You just stole all my thunder. You took all of my thunder. Caitlin Clark is nothing but the female version of Jameis Winston.
And nobody said he should be MVP. He had 30. He went 30 for 30.
And he had 5,000 that year.
Wait. I need Corey to finish this take out so I can clip it. Go ahead. Say it again. Start over. What you say?
Caitlin Clark is nothing more than the female version of Jameis Winston.
Oh.
Why?
That's what she is.
Why? What did Jameis do?
Huh?
Is that a good thing for Jameis or is that a bad thing for Caitlin?
It's a bad for both.
Bad thing.
It is bad for both.
What did Jameis do that's like Caitlin?
Huh?
33.
Oh, wait, so you're talking about 38 touchdowns, 35 picks?
Yes.
Hey, what's that touchdown interception ratio? That shit gotta
What's
be
that
bottom
touchdown
barrel.
interception ratio? It's the same exact thing.
That's 1-1. That's more than 1-1.
Shout out to J-Mo.
1.2 to 1? 1.2 to 1?
That's what she is.
Hey, we scored. No, we didn't. We just lost the game. We turned it off.
Jameis Winston will go down there and hit you with an 80-yard bomb for a touchdown and then turn right around and hit you with an 80-yard pick six.
Wow.
It's the same thing. And that's as though you absolutely stole my thunder.
My bad. Hold on. Time out. Let me address this. No, we don't. No, go back. Put that last comment back up there. No, we don't. Listen, if I go miss 3 shots right now and get 3 more rebounds, my team still has the ball. I didn't get a ball to the other team. What are you talking about? That's not the same thing.
Same thing.
Listen. They teach you it's fundamental. You're supposed to follow your shot. So if you miss, you get it back and you create another opportunity for your team. Angel Reese was doing what she was taught to do from a child. That's how you play basketball.
Hey, talk that talk.
Fundamentally sound.
If I missed 3 shots and didn't try to get the rebound, I missed 3 shots on 3 different possessions. Now I'm 0 for 3. That's still okay, cool. I still didn't give them the ball back. You came down court, and a lot of them are live ball turnovers, which are the worst kind of turnovers you can have.
You gave them a running start to the rim.
Precisely.
And you're scoring like I wish we could play a stat where they score on the turnovers. Like how many points have been scored on her 145 turnovers this season? Like at what point do the assists cancel out? The turnovers cancel the assists. It's just ridiculous.
Right. And this man said, allow the ladies to speak, fellas, in all caps. Like he over there with his lotion bottle like this. Let the ladies speak. Yes. No. Yeah. That one.
Hey, you know what? The funny shit is they showed a clip from that Wings game, right? The game she had the 19 assists, and one of the turnovers she literally got stripped just bringing the ball up.
Yeah,
no fancy nothing. She got stripped at half court, and then looked at her teammate and was like,
"Who does that remind you of?"
Just like LeBron. Her game is just like LeBron. And can we also, like, for me, the biggest disqualifier though of like Caitlin Clark not getting Rookie of the Year for me is she won't even compete in the 3-point contest. Like,
what's that about? What y'all think that's about?
Her or Sabrina, I think that it was a conversation with Sabrina. I think that they knew that Caitlin wasn't going to compete.
Yeah, so, what did she look like competing in it?
Okay, so here's the thing, right? Here's the thing.
Jay, you got to get the shirt to say here's the thing.
If the thing that you know me best for, right, if I'm supposed to be
Oh
the
my
best
God.
at this, whatever it is, and then you can beat me in that one-on-one, then what the hell am I? She will never listen to me. Listen to me. She will never in her whole career be in the 3-point shooting contest. It's never
like
gonna happen.
You don't think so?
Just like LeBron,
because she knows she gonna lose.
She gonna lose.
Even if she don't lose,
into the legacy.
she might lose. The fact it ain't even that she knows she's gonna lose. She knows that she can lose.
CC0 avoided the 3-point competition in the All-Star game, offering this lame excuse when a simple admission of she's scared of getting outed would have just been just fine.
And you know what's even funnier? You know what's even funnier?
Scared to get exposed.
I just saw a clip.
That's the same reason LeBron never was in the dunk contest.
Exactly.
I just saw a clip of Team WNBA, you know, like getting some practices in and stuff.
Who won?
Angel Reese.
Angel Reese hit the half court shot before Caitlin Clark did.
Yep.
Yeah, that was funny.
That was funny, bro. Hey, real quick. Hey, y'all. Gordon Sheldon, please come over to YouTube. If y'all listen, please come over to YouTube.
That man is toxic.
Listen,
that's my dog.
That man is toxic.
I need you to come over to YouTube, Shell. Listen, it's been a long time since I seen you in this chat. Mel, how long has it been? How's it been?
It's probably been a year, man. But this one of our favorite callers. This one of our favorite supporters of the show. He been here since day one. We had one viewer.
Facts.
And that one viewer was him. You know what I mean? But he disappeared to do music. But he's a Laker fan and a LeBron fan, diehard more than you, Eric. So you got somebody that can come in and speak for you. But Sheldon Gordon is my dog, man. But shout out to Robert Clausen and the Cash App. Thank you for the Cash App. He didn't leave a message, man. So I just shout you out, Robert. I appreciate the Cash App donation.
Appreciate you.
Are y'all ready for the phone lines to open? Or
yeah, go ahead, open them up because I know Am I Crazy wanted to come back and talk about this one. So, but just for the record, Angel Reese is my rookie of the year, and Caitlin Clark ain't even sniffing the MVP competition.
So, but here's the thing: I never even said it. Caitlin Clark will definitely win the rookie of the year. She's definitely going to win it.
I agree, Jay, and I think she's in the league now. Last week I had Reese. Now it done flip flop back over to Caitlin. That's how close it is for me. But it's Caitlin right now.
It's not a runaway thing, and the tie is definitely going to go to the runner. If you don't believe me, ask Carmelo Anthony.
She's gonna get it. She's gonna get it, but I'm here to say that she doesn't deserve it. I mean,
she already got it when she got drafted. She was already the rookie of the year.
Exactly, but she's out here slinging the ball with abandon.
Getting no trade cost.
All right, call on the line, Chris. Go ahead, big dog.
Chris.
Yeah, man, y'all sound like some Caitlin Clark haters, especially old head at the bottom right corner. You was going crazy with that comparison, man. Caitlin Clark is the WNBA. She is the MVP of this season, the best player in the WNBA. And I got the stats right here to prove it, too.
Hold on. I'm going to stop you right there, Chris. I'm going to stop you right there. I'm going to stop you right there. Before you continue, you said this about Luka, and we saw how that turned out.
Gosh.
So are you sure you want to double down on the Caitlin Clark tape?
Is this my dog from right out the road?
Especially when she's shattering the all-time record in turnovers.
Is this
so
my
whatever stats you have?
Are you sure you want to double down on this?
Hey, Dominic, let him give us the stats. Give us the stats.
Let's keep this on Caitlin Clark. We ain't talking about Luka.
Hey, shout out to the boss.
17. Man, I ain't trying to talk. 17 points per game. Look at this.
Okay.
5.8 rebounds. It's crazy. And she only 6 foot tall. That's crazy.
Okay.
It's not that crazy.
It's 5 foot long.
Hold on. It's not that crazy when nobody is around you under the hoop to grab the rebound in the first place. But continue.
It don't matter.
It do. It's kind of stat pattern, like what Westbrook did.
6 rebounds. Come on, man. Show some props, bro. 6 rebounds a game.
Okay. Keep going.
1.5 steals per game.
How many turnovers?
Yeah, can you go to turnovers?
Almost a block a game.
How many turnovers?
He's missing them turnovers, boy.
We gonna bypass the turnovers.
No, we not.
No, we not. Missing the turnovers.
Bypass is wild. Bypass is
Missing the turnovers.
That man got an easy toll pass past some turnovers, boy.
Wow.
Fandom is just, it is real.
Hey, hey, you know what, Chris?
Was it 5.6? Something
Chris,
like that?
you are my dog. Cause you know what? I can count on you.
Bro, I ain't never heard nothing like that before. That man said we're gonna bypass the turnovers, bro.
Chris, we gotta get
That's a classic. That's a classic. We definitely have to clip that.
That is great.
Hey, you know bypass the turnovers.
Hey, you know how his voice changed when he said turnovers? Like, hey, we're just gonna
Hey, shout out my dog, Chris. That's my dog from up the road, man. Hey, Chris.
Yeah, you know you my boy, man. Yeah.
Hey, Taco Master gave us a super chat, so I got to read this, Chris, man. He said, someone get this man a safety helmet.
Hey, Chris, you go.
This is my panel.
They saying your favorite kind of chips is paint chips. That's what they're saying, bro.
And I'm glad you said something too. What you said, Clark not in the 3-point contest. Why didn't y'all have the same energy for LeBron James?
We have.
With all that athleticism.
We have.
And he's never been in the dunk contest one time. What are y'all talking about?
We compared her to him. If you were listening, we compared her to him.
I actually said just like LeBron with the dunk contest. Like I said that verbatim today.
Jay, this is what we got to do. Jay, I'm gonna come get you. You know, I'm gonna come get you. Well, you can come get me. And
man,
Chris,
we're gonna make a ride down to Raleigh.
We got to, Chris.
Because I know that man ain't got no couches. I know he got milk crates in his living room. I know it. I can tell.
I'm convinced that LeBron is actually mentoring Caitlin Clark. Like, hey, just do it like I did. Don't ever do the 3-point contest. You'll be fine. Well, you're gonna be Pete Maravich if you do. Just don't do it. Don't be Pistol Pete. Don't go full Pistol Pete on me. Okay, we need you.
Hey, we do gotta admit that one time Jordan was in the 3-point contest though. We do gotta mention that, man. I think he missed out about all of them.
All of them joints.
Man, he wasn't
afraid of it.
He got out there. He got out
there. You make a fool of yourself during All-Star if that's what's necessary for the fans. But he did it.
His lesson, but he did it.
Oh, my bad.
He also had one of the most remarkable dunks that they still sell on posters right now.
Bones.
Who's the clan? Hold on, who's the clan?
Corey, because he had the towel over.
Lord have mercy.
Hey.
I got really scared just now.
I was about to say, wait, what?
Yeah, I felt like for some reason.
My brother.
And one more thing too.
Go ahead.
Guarantee it's garbage.
Because I won't able to make that last topic because y'all just be running through shit.
Go ahead, Chris.
Bronny James.
Oh my God.
Is the best player in the draft, and I'm gone.
Oh my God. Hey, Chris.
Hey, bring the blood.
We all should chip in for that safety helmet that Taco was mentioning because he definitely needs it, bro.
Hey, Chris, you blocked.
Hey, I ain't mad at that. But that says a lot more about the draft than it does about Bronny.
Hey, Jay.
Man.
Chris won caller of the day.
Hey, what you doing tomorrow, Jay? We riding down to Raleigh. I'm about to call Chris.
Y'all gotta go talk to him, man. It's a counseling, some intervention for my brother, bro.
All right, are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Everyone.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Light a candle, burn your incense. My dog, Shelton Gordon, where you been?
What's going on, man?
What up, Brody?
Hey, listen, man. I'm back. We on the campaign. You know what I'm saying? Bronny James in the building. What's going on, man?
I forgot. Shelton was voting for Trump too, man. So you on a LeBron kick, the Bronny James kick, and the Trump kick.
Listen, I was the first black person I voted for Trump. I look behind me, everybody behind me now. I'm like, God damn, where all you Negroes came from?
Hey, Shell. I'm happy you back, bro. I am happy you are
Oh
here.
no, man.
What up, Shell?
Show look healthy. How many goddamn hosts you guys need, man? Goddamn, how many people? It's like none of y'all, man. What's going on?
Yeah, we like the Wu-Tang, man.
Yeah,
proud of my boy Mel, man. You guys came a long way.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
What's your thoughts on the topic though? Caitlin Clark, you can go back to the Bronny if you want to as well, but since you VIP.
I'm not, I'm not really a fan of Clayton Clark. She got ways to go, but that's what I'm gonna leave that. But back to Bronny, man. We could talk about the Lakers a little bit too. I think LeBron James is being set up.
Oh,
really?
What?
Yeah, he's being set up.
By
Rob Pelinka, man. He's doing it.
What?
Hey, Shell, talk to us, bro. Who's setting them up?
I think Rob Pelinka is setting up LeBron James to keep Kobe legacy alive for the Los Angeles Lakers.
What? Okay, you're gonna have to explain this.
Explain that.
Man, talk about it.
I mean, look at the moves he's making. Look at it. He's not. I mean, we're supposed to have multiple rings already. We got Anthony Davis. He's just not getting the job done. Well, why? Why? Something is up.
Shell,
Rob probably clutch. You don't think that it's more about clutch than it is about Rob Pelinka? I doubt that Rob Pelinka has more power than clutch. Even Jeannie Buss, they're looking at it as clutch is holding them hostage. Do you know how many players they have contract that they work with? So even after LeBron leaves, I just believe that Rich Paul can make it very difficult for them and multiple teams if they don't do whatever it is that LeBron wants. That's why I believe that Bronny's even on the team, is because they have to do these things, whatever it is. Like Rich Paul is holding them hostage and he's going to make them do anything that he wants because he is controlling so many players where they're going to go. If he can probably make it that the Lakers won't get players in the future. Make it very difficult.
You know, at the same time, Rich Paul is player first. I don't think it benefits Rich Paul if the Lakers and LeBron James are not successful.
Do you believe, though, that he's
going to focus on it?
Do you believe he's player first or LeBron first? Because if that were true, I think that the rest of the players on clutch would have, better accomplishments. Like, look at what happened to Ben Simmons. If he was really, a great agent and player first, I just think, yes, he gets some contracts and the money is there, but that's more about his legacy and padding that. But I don't think, look at Anthony Davis. Was it really the best decision for him to go to the Lakers and have this career alongside LeBron?
He got a ring.
I mean, he has a ring. He has a ring.
He does.
He had one of the hardest rings.
Oh,
right. Excuse me.
I don't think people
really
Imagine if he did it with Pelicans though for Zion. Imagine if he stayed there instead of going to the Lakers. They would have had. They might have still had Brandon Ingram somehow. They might have still had Zion. They have a lot of people. They had CJ McCollum there. I just think that. I don't know that it was really the best decision long term. Yes, they got that one ring, but that's a one ringer. They weren't able to repeat. They haven't seen any success since then. Anthony Davis doesn't get the credit he deserves for what he does do on the team. They called him always down, low motor when they weren't winning. It was always his fault.
Right, but if you look at the core of any, we had Lonzo Ball injury prone. I don't think that would have worked out either.
Wouldn't you have rather had Lonzo than D'Angelo or Bronny? I would take Lonzo today, and I don't even know what he's going to do over Bronny.
He hasn't played in 4 years.
I'd still take him over Bronny. Bronny had a heart attack, but we decided to draft him and give him a 4-year contract.
Bronny's a 55 pick. He's a 55 pick. He's not. He's a 55th pick. How much? You're not going to get much of a 55 pick. Plus, he's going to sell jersey. For a business, I'm going for Bronny.
I hear you. All I'm saying is that I just want to make the point that I don't know that Rich Paul is player first. I think he's LeBron first. Whatever is around LeBron that he needs to fit.
If he wasn't player first, Caldwell Pope would have been on the Lakers today. Most of his players didn't come to the Lakers this summer. They went for the money. He's players first. That's not in the interest of LeBron.
Didn't want to play with LeBron though.
Hey,
they can still refuse. Yes, Rich Paul is their agent. Yes, they do. Yeah. They're under clutch, but Rich Paul was only able to successfully sell Anthony Davis a dream. All the rest of the players see what happens when you go to play with LeBron. So they don't want to be a part of it.
Yeah, nobody wants to be a part of that circus.
Yeah, Shell.
How many free agents they missed out on? Because
go ahead.
Shell, I think that when you say KCP, I think that is disingenuous because like who's going to win? Do you think that the Lakers are going to win a championship this year? That's what KCP is chasing. He's chasing the chance to win and to maximize the most that he has. Do you think that the Lakers are in the best position to do that?
No, we're not in the best position, and once again, Rob Pelinka, because if he's giving these so many players option to opt back in, because if D'Angelo Russell would have walked, that would have been a roster spot open. So many players opted in. Our roster is full. We got no moves. It's bad management, bad deals. They cheaped out on trying to get the great coach. It's horrible. The Lakers they're running like a bodega right now. There's a cat on the bread. There's no sodas in the fridge. It's horrible.
There's no bell.
All I'm saying is I really believe that Rich Paul would sacrifice anybody on Clutch to support whatever he needs to do for LeBron in any moment.
So say happening, you're right. I think we need to celebrate that, right? In today's league, if Rich Paul got that much control and LeBron James, I think that need to be celebrated because I don't think in any position of.
Why would we need to celebrate somebody who has the power to manipulate the league and, create like manufactured like talent in rings? Like we all want to see competition.
You know why? Because the other side always controlled it. It's always been that way.
But when
you talk about people of color, we never control it. We control the threesome now. So I'm going to celebrate that. Rich Paul and LeBron won the league. I'm going to celebrate it.
Hey, did you just say?
I can't celebrate somebody manufacturing their rings.
Did you say
not something to celebrate? That's the thing. This is still a meritocracy. This is a meritocracy. This is this is sports. I understand we're in the business of sports, but still.
Listen, you're not black until you see a roach, and I'm happy black people are running the league, man.
we've been running the league in talent, though. Like, and I'm grateful that like
no. We've been the workers. We've been the workers.
We're still the worker. We're still the paycheck slave. We still are.
There's always been a pushback. When LeBron decided to take his talent to South Beach, there was pushback. When he decided to go back to Cleveland, it was pushback. When he signed with the Lakers, it was pushback. Now that we control the threesome, I'm going to celebrate that.
Because none of those things reflect. When LeBron becomes an owner and then his 3 kids become an owner in the league, that is going to be a flex. That is what I'm looking to see from a business perspective. Him just cheating his way through his career, that's not something to celebrate.
That's not a win. Hey,
you're looking at it through the wrong way.
I'm not going. I don't think nobody believes he cheated his way through.
Yeah, I don't say
a lot of people believe that he cheated his way through his rings. He orchestrated each one. That's cheating.
He said you're not black till you see a roach. That is crazy.
I love that.
That was wild, bro. I like that. I like that.
Man, you got to clip that, man.
Put that on a shirt.
You got to clip that, man.
Man.
That is getting clipped. Shell said
real power is ownership. When LeBron becomes an owner, when Rich Paul owns a team, when Bronny, Zuri, Bryce, when they're team owners because of LeBron, that's power. That's going to be the flex that I'm looking to see.
Not a bodega, Shell. That man said
the cattle.
Lakers is definitely running like a bodega right now.
All right, man. Any final thoughts before we move to the next topic, man?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, man, Bronny got a long way to go, but I think it's gonna pan out, man.
I think so too.
And the way how LeBron and Clutch constructed this deal, Bryce is coming, man. So he's gonna be able to opt out. Bryce is gonna draft him to the Lakers as well, and it's gonna be a family affair, man. We're gonna see that, man. So it's good. It's good to see.
Good stuff, man. Well, we appreciate the call, man. Welcome back, man. Hey, make sure you stick around, man. Hit that notification bell if you already subbed, man.
Yeah, one last thing, man. Vote for Trump, man. 2024, man. We back at it, man.
I'm glad.
Many men.
I know, right? Hey, look, real quick.
He hadn't changed.
We got 186 people in here. We only got 113 likes, which is not horrible, but let's try to get it up to 160
at least.
Really quick. And I'm gonna do something that y'all really go hate. But you know, I really want to get
likes right before saying you're gonna do something that they're gonna hate.
Yeah. And until we get those likes, we gotta listen to this.
Like, come on, man. Like,
he put it to a beat. Oh my god.
Like, come on, man. Like,
great.
Ham.
Ham.
Like, come on, man. Like,
there's no D. It's ham.
It's like Tom.
All right, look, I'm gonna cut it off, but until we get the likes where we wanted to, we gonna stop talking sports, man, and y'all just gonna have to listen to that, man. So don't make me play that. I don't want to hear it either, man. Don't make me play it, man. Let's get the likes up, man. But
psychopath. Let's just start.
And we still at the same thing. We still at 113, man. Ain't nobody hit the like button. I don't know, man.
Great.
Ham.
It's childish.
Great.
Oh man. Tony the Savant, what's up, brother? Thanks for the super chat, man.
Is that my dog Tony? Hey, shout out Tony, man. Shout out to y'all go subscribe to Tony's channel, man. That is crazy.
For all your LeBron hating needs. Go over to Tony the Savant.
Tony gonna let you know what it is. Hey, Tony. Tony gonna let you know what it is.
All right, we're at 142. Is that enough for us to keep going? We got 187 watching. We got 142 likes. Is that enough, y'all?
Now we need 3 more likes.
150.
3 more.
150.
Let's get to 150. Let's get to 150 so we can move on.
Great.
Ham.
Pam.
With an
There's
M.
a D.
There's no D. It's Pam.
It's like Tom.
Here, it's P.
What the? Hold on.
Pam.
That's hilarious, man.
That's me.
I need that.
Okay, I'm gonna send it to you.
like, come on, man. Like,
Pam.
Like, come on, man. Like,
we're at 148, y'all.
Great.
Pam. With an
There's a
M.
D on the end.
There's no D. It's Pam.
It's like Tom.
Like, come on, man. Like,
Yeah.
All right, we there. 152. All right, let's go.
So, moving on. Appreciate the calls for that topic as well. Moving on to this week's top 5 debate. I was having a little trouble coming up with what a top 5 debate we should have. And then, it just kind of finally hit me, man. I want to know who y'all believe are the greatest players to never win a championship. It's a lot of them. It's a lot of them. Some active still, some retired, So I want to hear your thoughts about who y'all think are the greatest players to never win a championship.
Strictly NBA?
Yes, NBA.
We're going NBA. Okay.
Charles Barkley.
You want 5, right?
5.
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I think.
Let's make it interesting, y'all. Let's do 1 for each position since it's 5.
I like that.
All right,
I like that.
We starting at 1. We starting at the 1, or we starting at the 5?
Let's start at the 1.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Chris Paul for the 1.
I like Penny at the 1. Are we debating this one? We trying to get a collective man down 5. Do we need?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that.
That's good.
So
y'all for Chris Paul or Penny?
So I got Chris Paul up there on the ballot. He got Penny. Anybody got any other ones?
I don't know. I'm taking 1 at the 1 though.
I think I'm going Penny. I think I got
y'all doing CP like this, man.
Yeah, I'm going with Penny.
Penny was a monster. Penny was a monster. If he didn't get hurt,
it's not close either. It's not even close.
No,
it's not.
6'8". He was 6'8" with a handle. Like, I don't care what he did, wrong or right, in injury wise. Penny was that guy.
Yeah, he was him.
He was cooking MJ as well when he came back from that first stint in retirement.
Yeah.
So we putting Penny at the all-time no ring 1.
I see some people in the comments. They got some difference of opinion. I see Bubba Chuck. Shout out to AI.
He was a 2 though. Is it
we
AI?
putting AI at 1 though? Like,
I'm not putting AI at 1.
No,
He's a
He's a 2.
Eric
He's
Snow.
AI was a 2.
That team. Eric Snow was the one for that team. Let's just call it what it is. He was the one for that team, and Brittany is here. So if she can dispute it, then I'll concede. But
I'm rolling with you on anything Philly, Brittany.
Anything Philly, Brittany gets to call the shots on this panel.
Yeah, AI was a 2. I mean, it's interchangeable, but that's most teams, right? You got your main point guard and you got your shooting guard, but AI was definitely a 2.
Right.
We'll get to the 2, but nobody has any
Can
other
I
ones.
can I throw Damian Lillard in there?
You can, but I got CP3 over him, so he definitely ain't messing with Penny.
Yeah.
So do we have it? Do we have it? Penny the for sure 1, CP3 2.
Unless Eric got somebody else. Eric, you got somebody else in mind?
Because Dame Lillard was not, his entire career wasn't a good defender.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Jay, what you was about to say?
ENJ. Wait, I didn't mean to do that, but
ENJ. If y'all ever do a Chiefs podcast, it is.
J podcast is what it is. That's what
ENJ Sports.
You gotta
like it.
You gotta drink ENJ. That's the kicker.
Wait, I quit. I'm out. For that reason, I'm out. You got to drink.
I need to drive now. A lot of mercy.
Help me out.
Dare touch nothing like that.
Erkin jerk, boy.
Yeah.
If you bring EJ to my house, not only will I kick you out, I'm willing to move.
Yeah,
pretty much.
I had 2 pit bulls named Erkin Jerk, but that's another story.
That's that in between paycheck bottom shelf.
That man keep calling them rat terriers pit bulls.
Hey, now here's an interesting wrench in the game. A healthy D Rose over Penny. Now that's more of a debate. Sheesh.
I would say D Rose. I mean, I said Penny had injury issues too, right? So I mean,
Penny played a little bit. Penny played at the top tier longer than D Rose did.
I mean, before he blew his knee out, dude was a cold.
He was unreal. But you talking about 6'7" that can pass like magic, dribble like any other guard, get to the hole. He had post game. He could defend, and he was on that level of Kobe before Kobe was on that level.
Listen, I think it's Penny.
I still gotta go with Penny.
Would y'all put D Rose over CP3?
So aggressive.
Listen, CP3. I mean, I think it's Penny. That's my pick. D Rose won an MVP though.
Yes, he did.
He did. He just never got to the finals. So that's my only. He never got to the finals.
That's true too.
You know what? D Rose is kind of a tragedy story because he never really reached his full potential.
That's true.
What?
Hey, y'all can say what y'all want.
I think that Penny is more tragic. He was a signature Nike player. Like we all wore his shoes. Who on the panel did not have a pair of pennies? Multiple pennies.
I got a pair upstairs right now.
They cost too much for me. I couldn't get them in high school.
Yeah, I got
it
them
was
right
fire.
now.
I had.
But I did have a pair of brown low top Elises. But
go to hell, bro.
Expressway. Now, I wanted to add somebody to the list. Y'all gonna shut it down. Y'all not gonna agree, but I want to add somebody to the list for the one.
Oh,
go ahead.
I know what they're gonna say.
Who, Stockton? Who?
Go ahead.
Nah, I want to put Hibachi on the list, bro.
Gil?
No, that's a quick, easy no. But I love him though.
I can't.
I love Gil, but I can't.
Listen, man. I just wanted to know what he would act like now if he had a championship then. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
he would act like winning matters, probably.
You think he doesn't bring a gun to the locker room?
No, that nigga.
I think he goes stupid more ham.
Yeah, he bring a tank. I mean, that man. When they told him he was the franchise, he thought he could do anything.
Anything he wanted.
Shout out to Gil, man.
Shout out Gil and Gil's, and shout out to Javaris Crittenton, who also brought a gun to the locker room. I don't know, but
shout out Plaxico Birds too, man. Shout out to Plaxico Birds.
Hey, man.
Hey, shout out to niggas who bringing guns to the locker room.
All right, so is it consensus we putting Penny at the 1?
I'm going to, yeah. I think we good with Penny.
Right. So now for the 2 guard spot.
Let's go to the 2.
It's only really 2 people you can argue right here.
I beg to differ. Go ahead and say your 2 though.
Let's talk about
Bubba Chuck and Reggie Miller, bro.
Okay.
What about Vince Carter?
T-Mac and Vince?
What about T-Mac? What about?
Well, there's only really
Pistol
4
Pete?
people you can argue.
What about Brandon Roy?
I'm going.
Ooh, you know what?
I'm going Brandon Roy.
I can't say Brandon Roy because it was too short. We didn't know exactly what he could do.
AI was better than all them boys.
I know they said that Brandon Roy was supposed to be him.
He was supposed
to. He was him.
In that little spurt we saw.
He was him.
It wasn't like with D-Rose. We at least saw this for a few years before he expired. But like,
think about this lineup. Think about this backcourt though. 6'7" Penny, 6'6" Roy.
Roy, listen,
come on now.
Crazy. That would have been crazy. I can't go against Bubba Chuck though. Chuck.
It would be Allen Iverson, and I'll probably have Reggie Miller, and then Vince and T-Mac right there for I don't know. 2-guard is hard. Real quick before does anybody have James Harden in there?
No,
absolutely not.
Next subject.
When I think of guys who have never won a ring, and to be greatest guys that never won a ring, you have to actually have been at the point of almost winning. So to me, like, you were shy of winning and you didn't, like, you needed to make the finals in order for me to even talk about you being in these,
That's fair criteria. I think that might be a little too strict because some guys just didn't get the team built around them properly. But they were them. You know what I'm saying?
Who's that example?
I don't agree.
I would say we're gonna get to him, but I feel like Carmelo was never given just the chance
at the 3.
Yeah,
I think that he had a chance to take the Knicks to the finals with Amari Stoudemire and the team that he had. I think that he came in that chemistry before he got there mid-season. It was messed up when he got there, and there was some discord as a result of that.
Now, I don't think he had a chance in New York because the Miami Big Three had started, and the Boston Big Three existed as well. He had a chance in Denver, and he had to face Melo and Gasol in the freaking conference finals, and that Denver team, Chauncey Billups, was better. But I think Denver kind of got cheated. I think they helped the Lakers out in that finals, but yeah, that was his chance. Denver with Chauncey Billups, but in New York, he didn't have a chance.
That was for sure his strongest chance, but I think he had a chance to at least win more than just one playoff round, and they didn't. Maybe not finals, but even Western Conference finals, I would have liked to see him kind of repeat some of the success he had with Denver because he's a great player.
So 2, before we get to the 3,
I have AI. Number 1.
AI. No question.
I got Brandon Roy. We got
one for Brandon Roy. I got me and Brittany. I got 3 for AI. I got 4 for
AI. No question.
It's Bubba Chuck.
It's AI, bro. They changed the rules based on his crossover.
All right, I roll with AI.
He fits Dominique's criteria because he did get to the finals.
I have to roll with him. He was the closest guy that didn't win.
Okay.
So we got Penny and we got AI. Now here's where I feel like it starts to get tricky.
No, it's simple. I know exactly, but go ahead. I'll let y'all talk about it. But I know who is at 3.
So I've already said Carmelo is up there for me. But there are some other names that could knock him off that pedestal, depending on y'all argument. But go ahead. I'm saying Carmelo, but y'all go ahead.
Don't let me get to talking. Go ahead. I'm gonna let y'all talk though. I'm ready though.
First off, before we continue, are we classifying Charles as a small forward?
Oh, Barkley? No.
Yeah. Okay. Just make sure.
For me, this answer is
he was smaller when he was playing. So
no.
I'm curious who you have, Mel, but you want to let everybody else go first. To me, it's easy as well.
So y'all thinking Dominique?
I ain't thinking Dominique. I'm saying Dominique.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say absolutely not.
I love when somebody drop the little joker down and forget the big joker still ain't been played yet. The small forward, the player, the greatest player that never won a ring is LeBron James.
Oh,
LeBron.
Dang,
so you can come with that Dominique all you want to. It's LeBron.
Hey,
Brian got 5 rings.
That's a dang old lie. None of them joints count.
Talk to him again, Mel. Say it
None of
again.
them joints count. None of them joints count. Stop it.
You can't even put him on the list.
He can't hop on no super team, get no ring. That don't, and that bubble don't count either.
Hey, that's 5 rings.
You know what? Nah, I take that back. He got one in Cleveland. He do got one. I take that back. I'm going with Dominique.
He wasn't on the list to start with. He already won championship.
You count the Cleveland ring, Mel?
I'm counting the Cleveland one. Yeah.
That was probably his best ring for sure, by far.
Only ring.
2016
Man,
ring.
man got 5 rings. I don't know what else you want him to do.
Boy, and LeBron math is crazy.
And so does J-Lo. But how many we counting?
Oh my God!
You can't count none of J-Lo's. You can't count none of
Cold-blooded. Talk about a mic drop.
She ain't even wearing the one she got now.
Hey,
what are we about?
Why does your mind work like that? That is crazy.
All right. So I got Melo.
Hold on. Time out 4, not 5. It's 5. It's 5, and I can count them out for you.
Oh my
2
God.
in Miami.
The greatest small forward guys to never win. It's
one in
not
Cleveland.
even close.
One in LA. In season tournament. That's 5. All day long.
That's 5. That LeBron math is critical.
I just think that we should take LeBron out of these conversations and only compare him to the other guys that jumped around to win titles and cheated their way through as well. I don't even think he should be compared to anybody except those guys.
Like Kevin Durant, Paul Pierce. Got it.
Exactly. Like I think
no, KD, Steph, Wade.
You know what, man? You know what? The toxicity was very low today.
No, Chris.
And then y'all just took it there.
Okay.
The best. I'm sorry, but the best small forward is Elgin Baylor.
Okay, so we got 4. We got to debate, y'all. Elgin Baylor.
Hold on, where y'all putting Grant Hill in this? Y'all not putting
that's what I'm saying. We got 4. We got to debate. Elgin Baylor, Grant Hill, Dominique, Carmelo, 4 small forwards. That's very tough.
Hey, man. I love Dominique. Yeah, I'm biased, but it ain't tough.
It's real easy. The question is, which one of them drunk Sprite?
Don't do that, Duke fan.
That's the answer.
Don't do the answer.
The same argument we have for Penny applies to Grant Hill.
Yeah,
right.
Do you really? You never seen nobody. His upside would have been crazy. You never seen nobody better than that.
Weren't they saying he was going to?
Grant Hill was one of my favorite players. I think he was Rookie of the Year, but that was just my opinion.
No, that was close.
I would have picked him. Like if I had to pick, I would have picked Grant Hill. And I'm okay with it being co-rookie, but for me, I would have given him the edge. And I mean, he for his size and his handle, his ability to get to the rim, he was super injury prone.
That's cool.
And then didn't he go to the finals with Phoenix? But he didn't lead them to that. So I can't give him best small forward to never win a ring because he was never the number 1 option in the finals. Or even 2 options.
And neither was Grant Hill, but I'm gonna tell you
that man gave his life and literal leg to Detroit basketball only to go to Orlando.
And how long did he do that? How long was he in Detroit playing well?
That's 4 years, 5 years.
Oh my God. Detroit is such a terrible organization.
Listen. Let me tell you what happened up here when Dominique was there. 24.4, 29.9, 28.1, 25.9, 26.7, 26.7, 30.7, 29 points, 30 points, 27, 21, 17. That is from the time that he left Atlanta to the time that he started there. 17 was his lowest.
And don't forget the gold medal. Don't forget the dunk contest. Yeah, I'm going. The fact that, for the simple fact that Grant Hill can't shoot, and his shoes could not be balled in because they had cinder blocks on the bottom of them.
Nah,
listen. Balling in them joints though.
Hey, leave the shoes out of it, bro.
No.
Leave the shoes.
He was balling in them.
And that's what happened. And that's what happened to his ankle.
Hey, listen, I hooped in them shoes one time.
They hurt.
This is not it.
Really hurt.
This is
you probably better off hooping in some Chucks.
Listen, man, the bottom of those shoes were
Asics.
They were weights. They was like walking in ankle weights. Like I promise.
Sheesh.
They was
So
not.
Is the panel consensus Dominique?
I'm going Dominique.
So with all the stats that Dominique had, plus he had asthma, plus he had to live life with that face. Yeah, he overcame a lot of adversity.
I think he's second to Elgin Baylor.
Okay, that's fair. Hey, I will say this: he averaged 29 after getting traded to the Clippers. I mean, he was still good. He was still.
Dominique is just like an all-time great. I think he's very underrated. To
He's
me, he's a guy that's underrated.
Shout out to 21, man. Shout out to 21. All right,
yeah, I'm going Dominique.
So we got Penny 1, we got AI 2, we got Dominique 3.
Hey, Britt.
I was talking about Elgin Baylor. Will he make like 8 finals appearances or something like that?
Finals appearances.
I mean, I didn't get no ring. Nah.
What? That's crazy.
And you call LeBron the greatest loser of all time?
He's the greatest. Nobody's out here calling Elgin Baylor the GOAT. So that's the whole story of LeBron James's life, is that he's always been overhyped. Like he has 4 rings, okay, but he promised us 8 from one team. So he's played on 4 different teams, and he promised us 8 rings. We have 50% of that.
He promised us that LeBron Jr. was better than current NBA players. He breaks promises a lot, but
you know what? Hey, at this point, I'm convinced he was talking about Bryce because he didn't say a name. I don't think he might have been talking about Bryce.
Listen,
no, he said Bronny. He said Bronny in that tweet.
I tried to get him out. I tried to get homeboy out.
Something like, man, this is crazy. Bronny is better than guys in the league right now on League Pass. Something about League Pass, and it's lightweight, hilarious. Like he really not just like said that, but he also took a dump on other NBA players in the league. So,
well, let me ask you this: when you see him all the time with them books, how many of them books you think he actually read?
None. He read 1 page.
And think about it, he's always at the beginning of the book every time.
I mean, their whole family has less than a year of college. The entire family.
Jesus Christ!
So I don't really know how many books they're reading, and I think that Bronny is smart.
Anyway, move it on.
Damo, we not attack Savannah. We are not about to attack Savannah. Damo, we not.
I love Savannah, so she's my favorite. Her and Bryce, I feel like they, her and Bryce. I don't
like the little girl.
I like baby girl.
I hope she makes it to the NBA too.
Hope.
Wait, what?
I can't wait. She'll be the first woman in the NBA. LeBron will be responsible for that. Michael Jordan would have never done that. He would have never been able to put a woman in the NBA. So when she's old enough, LeBron will be responsible for, getting, the very first, this is NBA history where women can now play.
Hey, Bryce.
Doesn't matter if she gets tackled on the court. We're going to create NBA history. Little Zuri.
Dominic, can I ask you a question?
She won't even make it into high school. She'll just go straight to the league. I have to do this. I want to play with my daughter in the league.
Bird has a ring, y'all.
Hey, I can just see the
Bird has 3 rings, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Hey, Bruce. Who don't have a ring? We talking about best to never win, Bruce.
Never won. Yeah, best to never won.
Best to never win.
I can just see it now when they do the starting lineup. And fresh out of 6th grade down there in Los Angeles.
Honorary draftee, Savannah James.
No, diabolical.
His wife needs to play too.
I just want to know really against LeBron James.
She wants to play with her daughter too.
Oh my
so
God,
she'll be 50 in the league. LeBron will come right out of retirement if he even retires.
Oh, they're gonna take Zuri and make it like Mike remake and make it like LeBron.
Look, well, I can see it now. I see JJ Redick getting fired, LeBron taking over. I see him like completely bitch slapping JJ on the sidelines, taking over the game, becoming the player coach. Michael Jordan was never the player coach. He could never do that.
And then he drafting Bryce, and then
drafting Bryce and Zuri, fresh out of 6th grade, like Chris said. It's about to be lit. The James family is like, they are just going to completely take over the league.
If we talk,
hey, can I just ask a quick question though? What do y'all got against LeBron James? What did he do to y'all personally? That's all I want to know.
It's free material. It's free material. E. We would be remiss if we didn't crack these jokes, bro.
Eric, you don't want to see Zuri in the league? I do.
Can I just ask you a question?
Who doesn't want to see Zuri there, fresh out of 6th grade?
If you was Savannah, y'all family ain't winning right now.
Oh no!
Oh, the family eating hibachi fried rice. The family eating good.
The family's been eating since LeBron's Nike contract before he got into the league.
Yeah.
The family is beyond straight.
They've had generational wealth since he was in high school. They might have had it when he was in
Hummer?
middle school.
Yeah,
he had the Hummer that never was
contract.
Hey, shout out to Juno Williams. Said Tom about to make Eric cry. What Bron did to you? That's exactly what Bron.
And then he did it.
Hey man, don't bring that back up, man. Lord have mercy.
LeBron back in 2008, he rebuffed my affections, guys. I was waiting for him post game, and he walked right by me.
That's what happened.
You know, I've still been so heartbroken over it.
That's what happened. You know what?
Savannah over me in high school. I never had a chance, and I'm just down. I'm down and out. You know,
it's all coming out.
So painful, and I write about it in my diary.
Yo, Dom,
in script, not even in print.
Hey, Damo,
really sitting there writing there cursing.
I will post
in the wax.
You know, let's go ahead and finish this 5 so we can at least get that. We done tried NFC East
for 3 weeks,
2 weeks
man.
in a row. 3 weeks in a row, man. We ain't gonna never get.
So,
to
all right, so we got Penny at the 1, AI at the 2, Dominique at the 3. Let's get to the 4, the power 4
It's
spot.
easily Karl Malone. I don't think that's no debate.
I'm gonna take Chuck, man.
Man, you crazy in your head.
Crazy.
You gonna take a man that can't stay in shape more than 2 years out of a 15-year career?
Over a guy who went to the finals twice in a row. It's the dominance for me. So for Karl Malone, it's the dominance in scoring. You know,
he loves dominating.
Had in that position, and the fact that he went back to back, head to head with Michael Jordan in the finals.
Hey, we're not doing it. Hey, we're not even going to talk about what Jay just said.
What did he say? I missed it.
No.
And I get it. Shout out to Beast Mode. Charles Barkley had to be the MVP of something. Like, you know, we have to give him something.
Chris Webber, that's a good one. That is a good one. Chris Webber is a good one.
You know what? Chris Webber.
I would put him second. I would put him second to Karl Malone because he went to the finals. Didn't he go to the finals?
Chuck did too.
Chuck went
one time. Chuck went one time. That's the only year he was in shape.
Yes, the only time.
And the only reason why he was in shape that year is because he played in the Olympics the year before with Jordan.
Exactly.
Ain't no way in the world.
So everybody else going Karl Malone?
Karl Malone second. Chris Webber though. I have Chris Webber second.
Bro, I'm not putting Karl Malone in nothing. And I'm just.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. He got away with a lot.
You ain't got to invite him home. Just come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, we're just talking basketball, but I do understand that piece. Had he been in jail, we wouldn't even be able to talk about him.
It's crazy that he's the best forward that never won a ring because he like him for it and he's never gonna give him a ring. But go ahead.
The son of that young woman that he was with is pretty good, and you know.
Come on, man. That's just like saying we not gonna say R. Kelly's not the king of pop. Come on now.
You're not.
I'm not.
No, Michael Jackson is the king of pop. R. Kelly is the king of R&B.
R. Kelly is the king of R&B.
Hey, until I see Michael Jackson write a song for R. Kelly, then R. Kelly is the king of pop and king of R&B. I'm sorry.
Oh, you know what? We
can talk about that in the post game. We can talk about that in the post game.
Kelly just wasn't a pop artist, so he can't be
for Michael Jackson, how's he not a pop artist?
That was good. That was good, man.
Kelly is not a pop artist.
I got to give you that one, man. That was a good.
This is like the same conversation we had a couple weeks ago with Babyface and them. We'll get into that in the post game.
Hey,
Kelly wasn't pop.
Hey, listen, if you're not subscribed to the Patreon,
do it now.
Do it. Hey, so you gotta now. What? You gotta tell me.
I'm gonna send it to you, E. I'm gonna send it to you.
All right. So is it consensus Karl Malone at the 4?
I'm voting Karl.
Okay, Karl, Dominic, Karl, Rick,
Karl.
Corey, Karl. I'm taking Chuck. Chris Webber number 2.
I'm gonna take Chuck.
I said Chuck. I can't do Karl Malone, bro.
Well, it's 3 for Chuck. Jay, what you got?
Chris Humphries.
I hate.
Okay. Jay, I'm gonna drive over here. Jay, I'm about to drive where you at. I'm coming over. Stay
Hey,
right.
you know what? No, hey, nope. He's disqualified. He got a ring. It was a Kardashian. So
he did ring with a Kardashian.
Shoot, they took that ring back. They took that ring
they
back in like
took that
28
ring
days.
back. Not
what was it, 44 days?
Yeah, real quick.
Hey, Anthony out the house.
Eric said he can't do Karl Malone. Don't worry, somebody else will.
And she might be 13.
Hey, I gotta chill, bro.
Hey, she might be 13 when
We're not gonna get no more sponsors. I swear to God, we ain't gonna get no more sponsors.
Y'all gotta chill.
We ain't gonna get no more sponsors.
How about at the 5? How about at the 5?
Please.
Thanks, Jay. That's
I'm taking no Leatherface. I'm taking Leatherface at the 5.
Who was that? Ewan? Who was the other face?
Patrick Ewing.
Pat.
Hey, I didn't even have to say. I'm taking the California raisin face at the 5.
Yeah.
I heard it through the grapevine.
Hey, I love that fight scene with Steven Seagal that Patrick Ewing got in and
shit.
Hard to Kill.
Hey, Britt Brett, who at the 5, Britt?
Ooh.
I gotta go with Pat Ewing.
Yeah.
I gotta go with Pat Ewing.
And you know who stopped Pat every time was Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
Pat got to the finals.
Hakeem stopped him 1 year.
Hakeem stopped him the
1 year. Hakeem did stop him 1 year.
Yeah.
But hold on, and we're gonna act like the Admiral didn't stop him when he got to the finals in '99.
Oh shit!
Well, Pat was on the bench.
Yeah,
he was hurt that whole season.
Is there even a number 2 after Pat?
Who else besides Pat that we can even say?
Yao. They say Yao.
Did Dikembe? Oh, Yao. Did Dikembe get one?
I mean, he was Dikembe. He wasn't Dikembe with
me and Dikembe always had the same offensive skill set. It don't exist.
Hey, y'all not gonna get no love to Yao Ming?
No, Jay just said Yao, I think.
Jay said Yao.
Now,
hey, y'all know what's funny though?
Y'all face was so big though.
Like, yeah.
Big head.
But when you what? 7? What? How tall was he? 7'8"?
I just want y'all to know when Jay wrestled at 189, he wore the exact same knee pad, same color and everything that Pat Ewing used to wear. Yeah. I've never seen a dude in high school wear knee pads before. Never.
Listen, Jay was Pat Ewing. I'm starting to think that Jay was Pat.
What's crazy is I hate Pat Ewing games so much, but I did play like him.
You was Pat. Listen, Jay. Listen,
somebody in the comments called him knee pad Pat.
Hey, listen, Jay wasn't allowed with nothing down low. He wasn't allowed with nothing down low. He had the body to body you out the paint, and he had the body to score. Jay was Pat. I'm starting to remember. Jay was Pat.
Yeah. Oh. I'm changing it. I'm changing it. I'm going Arvidas. Arvidas better than Pat, y'all.
What about Vlade?
Arvidas better than Vlade. Arvidas better than Jokic.
Nah,
I'm going Arvidas.
It's still Pat, man. It's still Pat because Sabonis had bad feet, and his son may get a ring.
Shout out to Ticket TV, man. Yes, I watch Ticket almost every day, man. Shout out Ticket, man.
Ticket, I was just watching you.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, Ticket at home.
It's so funny.
My center choice,
Greg Foster.
No,
oh Lord,
Zydrunas Ilgauskas.
To win. With Bron?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. What was it on Live 03 or Live 04? Them two together?
Yeah, Bron and Z.
Big Z.
Yeah.
So what? Yeah.
So in real life,
are we going Sabonis or are we going Pat?
I think that's the two. So you going Sabonis, Mel?
I'm going Sabonis.
I gotta go Pat.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Pat.
Somebody said Embiid. Dang, can we go Embiid? Yeah, that's you know what?
You know what?
I feel like he still has time, right? We can't say he never.
Oh no, I'm going Embiid. I'm sorry, I'm going Embiid.
But his career is not even over.
I thought about Embiid. But I was like, we've only seen just like a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, wait a minute.
Well, Mel knows he's never going to win. Mel probably knows he's never getting out of the second round. That's why he's going.
He's been in the league 19
years. I'll go with Embiid too. I'm with you, Mel. I got Embiid.
Hey,
you got us started, man.
Fucking loser.
Listen, y'all see Embiid in these fucking as y'all see in these
He
Olympics,
looking bad. He looking bad. He need to be more red. Did he just had surgery right before the playoffs?
it's over, bro.
Yeah.
It's over for that man. That man,
He don't look good at all.
that man knees are 97 years old.
Sheesh.
God
He
damn.
need to call Pat and get them damn braces.
And Paul George is going over there to steal money from the 76ers. Come on, Brittany. Like what I will say is that we really need to check in on Brittany this season. Like we need to ask her how she's doing, how she's feeling. Because I'm concerned. Like Embiid and Paul George together, they're going to completely crush.
I ain't got no.
Together they got about one good knee.
Hold up. So what I see right now in the Olympics, he even came out and said it. He was like, "Yo, I ain't got to do much right now," and he don't.
Brittany ain't got no worries.
Hold. I ain't got no worries. I don't. Like, let's be real. Like, this is all this overrated stuff. Like, nah, I ain't worried about that.
Nah,
Embiid. Who put that up there?
What, the number?
What, Dwight Howard?
Oh,
the
the
number.
number.
Well, he technically has a ring, but I would have
phone
said
calls in this segment.
Hell no, ain't no phone calls.
We have been missing this last segment.
Well, let's get on to the NFC East preview.
I've been fighting for my life to get this fucking segment done.
I'm fighting for my life right now.
Hold on, let me take this. Let me take this one phone call. We gonna take one. Hold on, we're gonna take one phone call because it's a VIP, man. Ticket TV. What's up, big dog?
Tick.
Hey, y'all ain't taking no phone calls, man.
Hey man, we took him on the first two segments. Hey, look, we almost 2.5 hours in, man. So we go try to get this. But we taking them for you though. What's up though?
What's up, Tick?
Nah, man. Hey, man, you doing what y'all doing? Spreading the good word.
Hey, shout out Tick.
We going up against a whole lot on YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you ain't lying.
Stand out. So,
you are one.
Man, they willing to live for it. They willing to die for this LeBron James thing. You feel me, dog? I'm telling you, man.
I'm with you, Ticket.
Remember how old boy said in the movie? Remember how he said in next Friday? What he said? Or was it the Friday after next? He said, "I'm willing to die."
Oh yeah.
Friday after
next.
They laying their life on the line, man. We got a LeBron fan on the panel, man. He ready to.
I love this shit.
Yo, they're ready to be the Boston Marathon Bombers and sacrifice themselves.
Nah, for real.
What you say, Ticket?
They willing to go to the extent. Now I said they willing to go to any extent. If you say anything negative about the cat, that's the only thing I don't like. And but it's open season for anybody else. Anybody else you talk about, ain't no problem. You know what I'm saying? It could be his teammates or whoever. But if you criticize him, then they're gonna start going crazy on you. It's a protection program going. I've never seen this type of treatment for any player before in NBA history. It's like you can't even have real conversations, But I like you guys, what y'all got going on over here, and I was just sitting back catching y'all show, man. I appreciate you guys all getting together and putting together great shows like y'all do.
Yeah, man, for sure, man. Most of us all been watching your stuff for years. I've been watching for at least 2 years. So
for sure.
Dang, you like the OG in this whole thing on YouTube, man. So we appreciate what you're doing, and thanks for calling in and all that stuff and watching the show. Hopefully you subscribe. And I'm still trying to get you on the panel, man, for one episode, man. So you just gotta answer your text, man.
Look,
nah, you gotta answer your text, Ticket.
Hey, listen, Ticket is too famous, bro. Ticket.
You gotta hit me on my Instagram inbox, man.
Hit you on Instagram? All right.
Hey, Ticket is too famous, man. Ticket is too popular.
Yeah, I got about 4,000-5,000 messages, man. I got about 4,000-5,000 messages.
Man, all right,
so
yeah.
If you hit me on Instagram, just hit me on Instagram. Hit me on Instagram like within the next 30 minutes, and I'll check it to make sure I know. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, all right, bet. Sound like a plan.
Bet that, brother. Appreciate you.
Hey, and you got to the ladies that's up here too. Y'all keep doing y'all thing too. Y'all doing a great job.
Thank you, Ticket.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, bet, man. We'll talk,
man,
though.
Y'all have a good night. Y'all fellas have a good night. All right, I'm gonna check y'all in the chat.
All right, bet.
All right, Tick.
Hey,
shout out to Greg.
Mel, got a question for you.
Yeah.
You're gonna be in LA anytime soon.
Yeah. Ticket was Hollywood me. Hey,
Listen, Tick is a different type of breed. If y'all don't know who Tika TV is, go subscribe. That is famous.
Nah, Tick is the dude, man.
You're gonna be in LA anytime soon.
Shout out to Greg for the super chat. MJ blocked the top 5 and the backup from a ring.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He stopped a lot of people from getting championships, man.
He
That's
did.
crazy.
Kind of, you know who it remind me of? Kind of reminds me of Pat Mahomes, man.
Woo!
You know what? As painful as that is to hear, that is a very good segue, man. Because I've been waiting for this segment for a long time, man. We finally gonna get to it. We got the hey Mel, can you position? I need them next to each other for this debate.
I gotta go, y'all.
Not on this segment. Lord have mercy.
You saw how everybody got like
my heart kind of dropped a little bit.
Nah, damn me. The pain that I was gonna feel.
Britt, don't do that.
Hey, Britt, do that every time. Yo, I love it. I love it.
You are.
All right.
Let's
here we go. We are roughly just under 2 months away from the NFL season. So we're gonna start getting into some of these division breakdowns and stuff like that. But first things first, 2 weeks ago,
look at Corey's face.
Why Corey got that new tattoo on him? This man got in the mid like crap. You bought a motorcycle too, Corey? You get new tats and everything. What that arm?
My brother is a tattoo artist.
Hey, I need some work.
Send them my way. Shit, I need some work.
You got to go to the tattoo artist. You talking about sending them my way?
Shout out Hit by Bud. Go follow his.
All right, y'all. Let's get this started before I really am out of here. Come on.
All right, so a couple weeks ago,
y'all see how these Philly and Dallas fans act? Yo, y'all got the floor. I ain't saying nothing else.
Let me set the stage up, and then y'all can have at it. Okay.
Facts.
All right. So a couple weeks ago, Cam Newton came out on this podcast, 4th and 1, and was talking about all the different quarterbacks and who he would rather take as his number one guy, and it was kind of interesting. So here's what he had to say.
If you got the same stat line as Patrick Mahomes, something is clicking in big games.
Somewhere.
Because I'm looking at this list too. The top 10 goes as follows. Okay.
Damn. It's only one of them that have a Super Bowl.
It's only one guy that has a Super Bowl, and there's a lot of guys on here that doesn't have a lot of playoff success.
Yeah.
So if you're going to sit up here and judge Dak Prescott on playoff success, and I'm looking at a list of guys that don't even have no playoff experience or not even a playoff win, come on. I would prefer Dak Prescott over Kirk Cousins. I prefer Dak over Kyler Murray. I prefer Dak over Jalen Hurts. Justin Herbert, Dak. Trevor Lawrence, I'm taking Dak.
Yeah.
So it ain't that what I think Dak to be. It's what the market dictates Dak to be. And Dak is better than half of the guys on this list.
So that's what Cam had to say about it. Here's what the residential big mouth podcaster, LaShawn McCoy, had to say in response.
How can I word this? Respectfully. People say that, it's about to be bad. Respectfully, I'm going to go with Jalen Hurts. Right? And I know Dak Prescott had a all-pro year, right? MVP type of candidate year. I get that. But let's just break everything down for a second, right? So I look at a guy like Jalen Hurts, who I don't really know his true ceiling. I've seen a little bit of it, right? In the Super Bowl. In his 3rd year, I've seen him get better each year, over and over again. 2nd-round pick, they know what we had in Philadelphia. He keeps winning and getting better and better and better. His best attribute is a winner. So I look at a guy like Dak Prescott, where would you say his best year was in his 8th year?
Yeah,
right.
Of course.
Okay, so his best year was in his 8th year, and they don't even get to a conference game.
Wow.
Matter of fact, they don't even win a playoff game. So as much as we don't talk about the attributes of the passing yards, how they look, the feet work, this and the third, X's and O's, maybe some of that goes to Dak. I can't hate on that because Dak plays really well in the regular season. But to make a quarterback, I think for me, winning is a quarterback stat. And the best thing that Jalen Hurts does best, it might not be always throwing, might be always running. It's winning games. He's going to win games. So if you're asking me who I'm taking the winner. Because one guy at his best can't win a playoff game. in an MVP type of year, first team all pro type of year, right? That's his best. The other guy, he makes us all pro. We going to the Super Bowl and we battle against the Chiefs. And all the quarterbacks in the last 3 years, the most winning quarterback is probably Patrick Mahomes. But second best, you know what that is? Jalen Hurts. So if you guys want the flash and some stats, go to Dallas.
So you taking them
But
over?
if you want to go to the Super Bowl, have a chance to be a world champion, right?
So with your take, you're telling me that you taking them over Josh Allen.
I'm taking the winner.
Okay.
We're not.
So, question, and I'll let the representative of the team who had the most recent Super Bowl appearance, that would be Brittany. Sorry, Corey. I'll let Brittany go first. God damn, I'm losing focus. I can't see shit.
What's going on?
He's so confused.
Why am I here?
So,
I ain't got shit to do with that.
make a case for y'all respective quarterback. Why do you
Corey,
think
you
that
got
they're the quarterback of the NFC East, or do you have a different opinion since y'all are the residential fans? The floor is
Corey,
yours.
you got it.
Go ahead, Corey.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead, Corey.
Okay. Philly is a better team than Dallas. Philly is a better run organization than Dallas. If you look at everything that Philly's doing, draft picks, free agency, everything, salary cap issues, but they still consistently bring in free agents, right? Philly is the better run organization, right? My Cowboys haven't been to a Super Bowl in 30 years.
I'll be 29 this year, so 29.
Yeah. So,
damn.
Yeah.
Come on, Chris.
I'm just saying.
If I ever need to keep track of my age, I just last Cowboy Super Bowl appearance.
He's not. I mean, and we can sit here and laugh and joke about it. And we've been talking about this on this very same stage for how long? Since 2020.
Since 2020, we've been talking about it.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, you an asshole.
I mean,
I've been drinking. I'm sorry.
It's not Chris's fault. It's Jerry Jones's fault. But but
he ain't wrong.
The truth of the matter is that Dak Prescott is the better quarterback, right? But he plays for the less organization. He does. Jalen Hurts doesn't throw better than Dak. He does the tush push better than Dak. But I mean, it's cool.
Here we go.
It is a shame what is going to happen to Dak Prescott's career, because he's the best quarterback that we've had in Dallas. I mean,
since who?
He's probably Roger Staubach.
Wait. I feel like you're skipping a lot of quarterbacks in Dallas history.
Who am I skipping? Troy Aikman? Troy, you think Dak
probably
Prescott
Troy.
is?
Give me Troy over Dak.
I think.
Okay, so why are you taking Troy over Dak Prescott?
He won rings.
He won.
Precisely. The team won rings.
Yes, but Dak is stealing money.
How is Dak stealing money? Explain it.
They haven't been they literally
come Damo.
Are you serious?
No, explain yourself.
No, but they haven't made the conference finals in over 20 years.
Who is they? It's 30. But go ahead.
Dallas, but Dak is a part of that. You don't think that he has contributed to these losses? You don't think he's a major part of that?
No, I don't.
Think he's exempt from the losses?
No, I don't think he's exempt, but I don't think he's a major contributing factor.
Not a major. So you don't think he's stealing money?
Hold on, I'll explain myself.
That he has the ability to get them out of the second round, because I don't.
You think that Dak Prescott is the sole reason that they can't get out of the second round?
I didn't say the sole. I think he's a major contributor, because now the quarterback is glorified to be one of the most important positions.
We just watched Patrick Mahomes play like absolute shit for 3.5 quarters and still win the Super Bowl because his defense kept him in the game.
What the fuck did we watch that?
He did not play well.
We didn't never watch
He did not play well.
Hey, that's the clip. That's the clip.
Did he
has excuses.
Did he not throw an interception at a critical time in the fourth quarter? Did he not?
All I'm gonna say, if Dallas is supposed to be America's team, then America is wondering what the hell did we do to deserve this level of punishment.
Okay.
Okay,
that's cool. Dallas haven't been America's team since the 70s.
You know who America's team now is?
90s.
Oh yeah,
it damn sure ain't
they haven't been
Detroit.
America's team.
It's
Kansas City.
So is.
I do like
Detroit.
Detroit. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Damn sure is Detroit.
You at some point, following through and the results have to matter, man. Like if we both father a kid, I'm the stepdad and you the dad, and you keep telling him you go take him to the park and you never show up, and I take him, who's the better dad?
Here's the thing, man.
When you point, you gotta follow through on what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah. So Jalen Hurts is not the better dad.
He's a better father. He's guiding them.
Here's the thing about the Dallas Cowboys in general, and I've been saying this for years, and I'll continue to say it.
Hey,
you keep blaming individual players for the Dallas Cowboys shortcomings. This shit's been going on for 30 years.
Okay, but let me ask you this, Corey. Let me ask you this, right? And we'll keep it recent.
Would you blame him for the win? So if they got out of the second round, would you blame Dascott for that?
Who?
Would you credit Dak?
For me, superstars must be blamed for wins and losses. So you get it both ways. You get credit for winning and you get credit for losing. So
Dom.
Hold on. Dascott is. Hey, y'all go in the comments.
Hold on.
I'm listening.
Let Britt get in there and let her defend her quarterback, because you've been on him for a minute.
Call him.
I mean, it's not about
Dascott.
It's not about me defending Jalen Hurts. Here's the thing: when you go into a playoff game,
hold on,
and you don't know the
that's
rules,
copyrighted. You can't say here's the thing.
Whatever.
She did say that.
When you go into a playoff game and you don't know the rules right there and right then and there, you out. Then and there, you're out. Man. Just from that one thing. When you don't know the rules in a playoff game and you don't show up when the spotlight is on you, you're out to me, in my opinion.
What rules are we speaking of?
Did Dak Prescott not pass the ref to the ball to the ref at the end of the game? Was that not his fault? Was that not his fault?
Who would even call that play?
I forgot about that. Ooh.
Is that his fault?
Regardless of the play being called, he's the quarterback, right?
What was that? 2 years ago?
He's the coach on the field, right?
Oh, that's
right. He's been in the league long enough to understand how the rules go, right? He understands, and he can control whatever goes on the field, right? Jalen Hurts gets flack because he didn't want to change certain plays on the field last year because he couldn't fix certain things. So does Dak get dismissed because he's a Cowboys? No.
Whoever dismissed him.
Whoever dismissed who?
Dak.
Jalen? I'm dismissing Dak.
I'm dismissing.
Me too.
Dak.
I have Tony Romo over Dak.
Dak Prescott does not show up when it matters the most, and that's in the playoffs. Look, I give him
Tony
credit.
Romo show up in the playoffs?
Oh no, I wasn't talking about Tony Romo. I think he's just as bad, in my opinion. Probably worse.
I think he's making a little jokey joke.
Yeah, it wasn't a good one.
But for me, just look at their span over their career. Dak has been in the season for how long? Has been in the NFL for how long? 9 years? 8 years. So he's going into his 9th year. He's won 2 playoff games?
I think it might be more than that.
2 playoff games?
No, it's 2.
No, Chris. It's 2. It's 2. Jalen Hurts has been in the league for 4 years, 3 years as a starter. Oh, if they would have won the Super Bowl, he outplayed Patrick Mahomes in that Super Bowl. Sorry, E&J. Yes, he did. He did.
Shout out
when the Eagles played.
Hold on. Real quick question. Who was the MVP of that Super Bowl that he outplayed Patrick Mahomes?
Right, because you won. So you got that. Okay. I'm not going to lie. Right, cool. You got that. But if the Eagles would have won, and it's big if, because they definitely lost, who was the best player in that entire game outside of the one turnover?
15.
Jalen
Hurts was hooping, bro.
It was
Jalen
Hurts.
I can't.
It was definitely Jalen Hurts.
I mean, if we want to be real, Jalen Hurts actually won the MVP that season as well. He outplayed Pat Mahomes.
What? Because he only missed 2 games that they didn't give it to him, bro.
No. He didn't outplay Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes listen.
He did.
Pat Mahomes had a regular Pat Mahomes game.
He outplayed him.
Jalen Hurts had the game of his career.
Wait.
Mahomes
So he outplayed him. So wait a minute, Jay. Wait a minute.
Huh?
Listen. You're right. I think
He
you're
did not
right.
play him.
I think you're right when you say
He did not play him.
Couldn't have.
If Jalen Hurts had the game of his career,
Results have to matter, right? If he would have outplayed them, they would have won. The results have to matter. Did he have more attractive stats?
Okay, hold on. Wait. Hold on.
I'm giving y'all.
Hold on.
Nobody's saying that he's better than Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes is clearly by far the better quarterback. That's not what we're saying. We're saying for that
same breath.
Pat
You
Mahomes.
just said, Jay. You just said that if he had the better game, meaning Jalen Hurts by himself, if he had the better game than Patrick Mahomes, then they would have won. But that is an incorrect statement.
That is.
Jalen Hurts could have had the most perfect game ever. It still comes down to execution and coaching and the play of the other players. So just the same way that you can't apply. I get what Corey's saying.
Hey, Chris, do me a favor, Chris. Do me a favor. Stop talking. Because and here's why. Not because I don't want to hear that weird shit you're saying.
So hold on. So Brittany, is it fair to say?
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why.
I'm not gonna stop talking because I'm the host.
The argument you're making, the argument you're making to big up Jalen Hurts is the same argument that you use to tear down LeBron. Winning has to matter. It can't be organizational. It can't be play calling. It can't be coaching. It has to be what you do when it's time to win the game.
No,
if you can't make the argument with that, you can't make that argument ever.
This goes to Dominique's point, right? This goes to Dominique's point. 100% of the responsibility cannot be on the one player alone. He can have a majority effect, but it cannot be on him alone.
This is great.
So LeBron is a major reason why he fucking loses. He's not the only problem. He's the major problem.
How did LeBron come into
so when Jalen Hurts lose, it's execution, it's coaching, it's play calling, it's all of that. But when LeBron lose, it's
so
only
let me
because
ask the
it's
Philly
LeBron.
fan. Let me ask the Philly fan, Brittany. In your honest opinion, what lost you that Super Bowl? Was it Jalen Hurts? Was it coaching, or another option? What do you think?
I'm not going to get into no conspiracy theories out here. No, I just think the defense dropped the ball. The defense, for sure. To me, in my opinion, I think the defense dropped the ball. They weren't able to get any. The best thing on our team that year was our defensive line. I believe we were putting a lot of pressure on the quarterbacks, and regardless of the field, I know it was a big issue with the field. Whatever. They weren't able to get any pressure on Patrick Mahomes, and that was to me the biggest thing. Because I still don't think our corners, our secondary was just okay. To me, they were rocky. What was protecting our secondaries to me was that defensive line. And if the defensive line wasn't doing what they were supposed to do, the secondary is not going to be. You can't stop Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is tough. So,
Brittany, you know I love you like a play cousin, right? But you said your defense dropped the ball. Literally, Jalen Hurts dropped the ball when he fumbled by himself with nobody around. He said, like,
first quarter. That was in the first quarter, if I can recall. That was in the beginning of the game.
We took that turnover and got 7.
And I understand that, but we were still
we
up.
took that turnover and got 7.
At 10. We was up by 10 at halftime. So that's he made up for that turnover. That turnover at that point was irrelevant.
Hey, Brittany, let me ask you. Can I ask you a quick question?
First of all, 15 didn't have to come to the game to the second half. Every drive that we had in the second half, we scored on because 15 is a leader.
Hey, you know what, Jay? I ain't even gonna.
But I give it to y'all.
I played with one leg that year.
Man, y'all,
we ain't gonna talk about it.
Man,
hey, we ain't gonna talk about that. He was on one ankle lead.
No.
This is mental illness. It has to stop.
We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that to them Chiefs fans over in the left-hand corner. I don't want to hear about freaking injuries. I don't want to hear
one leg.
Okay, Zoe. Let's not talk about injuries. Let's talk about results. What happened? Let's talk about results.
38-35, y'all won the game.
What happened the next
year?
Hold
on. No, wait. Hold on. Because if we want to, hold on. No. I don't want to hear that. If we want to bring up injuries and Patrick Mahomes and he did this on one leg, why he ain't do it against Tom Brady?
What the fuck? Where the fuck did this come in?
You talking about the Super Bowl that he lost?
Was he not hurt?
You talking about the Super Bowl he lost?
No, hold on. Same argument. He had one leg, right?
So
why he ain't do one leg instead of 3? Oh, you want him? No. I just need y'all to use that same criteria. That same criteria.
Hey, Mel, checkmate one move. Watch this. You're right. If Patrick Mahomes wasn't hurt, we would have 4 Super Bowl rings instead of 3.
You're right.
You're right. I would have never brought that up. I would have took the loss as you would. But you're right. Patrick Mahomes was hurt. Our whole offensive line was decimated. Patrick Mahomes should be a 4-time Super Bowl champion right now.
You can't say that.
Right. My bad.
He was hurt when he won one. He was hurt when he lost one. They cancel each other out. As far as I'm concerned, he got 2 rings.
Hey, host, I got my hand raised. Can I say something? I got my hand raised.
Hey, how many Jared Goff got?
Don't worry about that. Don't even worry about that. We'll talk about that.
Hey, you know what? This ain't about us, Jay. This ain't about it. They
say hijack the damn show. Hey, mute me. I'm gonna mute y'all. This is about them too.
It's about y'all. It ain't even about us.
Y'all done hijacked the damn Chiefs fans.
For sure. Dak Prescott's the better quarterback. My bad.
Dak Prescott's the better quarterback. You feel like Dak is the better quarterback than Jalen Hurts right now?
Yeah, right. At this stage in their career, Dak is the better quarterback. I think Jalen Hurts has more upside. I think Jalen Hurts will end up.
Sorry, he chokes in the playoffs every time. We got to stop it. Chokes. Dak is a choker. He's that.
Dominique, I'm kind of over that whole statement. I really am, because
so
the Cowboys. Hold on, let me finish.
You interrupted me.
I mean, but did you see what the defense did? It was how many yards rushing did they give up?
Can you agree that he stat pads? Like
how?
So you don't think that in blowout losses?
Does he get it in garbage time? Is that what you're gonna say?
I'm asking you.
That is the most cliche statement I've ever heard.
So you don't. So you're saying it's insane. That I'm insane for saying that he stats the pad. That he's padding stats. That's what you think.
How is he padding
stats? He's not padding stats in blowout losses.
I mean, he didn't even play in the fourth quarter like the first 5 games of the season.
Okay. He's never done it. You're just
what quarterback hasn't done it?
I'm asking you about Dak.
And I'm asking you what quarterback hasn't done it.
All I'm asking you is about Dak. It's yes or no. Does he do it or does he not?
Sure. Yes, every quarterback does it. Absolutely.
In a
game, yes, he's done
better. I think he's going to get a team out of the second round, and Dak is not going to do that.
He absolutely, as long as Dak Prescott is playing with the Dallas Cowboys, I absolutely agree.
Okay, Corey, Mahomes is the best QB in the league by far.
I'm gonna come to your aid real quick, Corey.
I don't need it.
Hold on. I got the same argument could be spoken for Jalen Hurts, because think about how many times they got down on the 1 yard line. And instead of giving it or rewarding the running back that probably got him there in the first place, or getting the running back involved, how many times did they immediately go to the tush push to get Jalen Hurts a rushing touchdown?
Okay, but Jalen Hurts also makes it hard.
If it's a play that works, then why would you?
Why would you change it?
Not go to?
Yeah, did y'all not have a top 3 offensive line that y'all could just run relentless behind? So why not give it to the running back? Why is it that your goal line play was just the tush push?
Well, because it was effective.
Because it worked. It was effective. Like that's like that doesn't make sense to me.
It's less transfers of the football. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's like transfers. Like if I
did unstoppable
quarterback and run it in, then if it's working, then I'm gonna use it. Listen, in the Super Bowl ring, and I don't have a dog in this fight because I don't give a damn about neither one of y'all teams. But I will say
vice versa.
Exactly. Whoa. I know you. I already know. Like I can't even.
You got a team in Atlanta.
I do think Atlanta's gonna be pretty good this year, though.
They'll be okay. Don't speak that juju.
Oh no,
my bad.
Bro, don't.
So we're not
no. I took care of that, Mel. I took care of that.
Yo, don't do that. Listen. we are not going to be okay. Listen, just say, but nah, for real. I think that in that particular game, if we only talking about that particular game, because they're 1-1 in the regular season. At the end of the day, as far as ones, Patrick Mahomes against Jalen Hurts, they're 1-1. There's not enough data to really support who's better, who's worse, other than wins in Super Bowls, and we talking about their head-to-head matchup, right? If we talk about
Wait, well, you said Patrick Mahomes versus Jalen or Dak versus Jalen?
I'm talking about Pat versus Jalen. So at the end of the day, like I don't know why the Kansas City guys are making it seem as if it's that big of a gap when it comes to anything other than Super Bowl rings, which matters the most, and I understand that. But if we talk about head-to-head matchups, if that's all that we talking about, is that all we talking about? Head-to-head matchups?
Zoe, you've been online too long, man. Go ahead.
So here's the question: did Philadelphia Eagles beat Kansas City this year, or did Marquez Valdez-Scantling give them that game?
And man, I don't need to hear about that. 1-1 is their regular season.
I'm hearing.
Can we get back on topic, please?
Yes, please. Yeah. We do need to, honestly, because we talking about Britt and Corey. But at the end of the day, we can't talk about who gave them that, because regardless of who team was he playing for if he gave it to him.
So getting back to the
playing for him now.
Getting back to the topic at hand, right? I want to ask Brittany and Corey, and then we'll expand it out to everybody else afterwards. But lately, there's been a trend in the NFC East that there have not been any repeat division winners. So I want to hear your guys' argument for if you think your team has the better chance of winning it this year, or if you believe they don't.
Philly will win the division. I'll end the whole argument.
I'll say this: as long as the Philadelphia Eagles don't collapse like the Berlin Wall again during the last 6 games of the season, which I don't think is going to happen because they got I don't even remember the coordinators' names from last year. That's how bad that whole situation was.
Yeah, that was bad.
Sean Desai, what did he do in the NFL? Brian Johnson, he grew up with Jalen Hurts basically, so that just clearly didn't work. But I do think going into this season, the much better coordinators, however you feel about Kellen Moore, I think he's way better than Brian Johnson. However you feel about Vic Fangio, I think he's way better than
Brittany.
Than Sean Desai.
Brittany.
However you feel about a court, it doesn't matter.
You got your hands full with Kellen Moore.
I understand that, but if I can recall, prior to this last year under Kellen Moore, didn't Dak have one of his better seasons under him?
Kellen Moore don't know how to run the football, and you got Saquon Barkley. You're gonna waste it.
I'm pretty sure they'll balance it out. I
don't know, because Kellen Moore just was in LA and they didn't do too much of nothing with Austin Eckler.
And Austin Eckler can run the damn football.
But let me tell you something. He's not in Dallas. He's not in LA. He's in Philly. So if he don't run the football, he's going to hear it from everybody. So I don't know about the media out in LA. I don't know about the media out in Dallas. It don't compare to the media and the fan base in Philadelphia. And the one person that listens to us the most is the ownership. He gonna get that right. So let's understand that our fan base, our medias are completely different.
If they wanted it right, they never should have hired him.
Well,
so Brittany, how many games?
This is great.
How many games do you think?
If everybody stays healthy, how many games do I think they're going to win?
No. How many games do you think the Kellen Moore has of not utilizing Saquon before he starts to hear it?
No, he's going to use Saquon.
One game. In Philly, one game.
Did you see
it
how?
Might be a half. You're going to hear the boos. It might be a half. You're going to start to hear the boos. I'm telling you, it's going to rain down. You're going to hear it.
So, I hope Jalen Hurts is ready to throw 50 passes a game.
But to get back, that's not going to happen. But to get back to the organization, like I agree with Jay. I think at this point in their career, Jay, you said Dak is what? You think he's better than Jalen? Of course, he's 8 seasons in, going on 9 seasons. He should be better than Jalen Hurts at this point in his career, but he's not a winner. That's my issue. When it's time to win, you don't show up. And that's my problem with him. My problem. I don't want to hear, but Corey, that's not Corey. He had good teams. Let's be real. He ain't never had good teams.
Listen, I'm not.
Never had good teams.
Brittany, I'm not disagreeing with you. Yes, Dak has had great teams. Amari Cooper, everything.
He definitely dropped the ball on Amari Cooper.
Listen, Amari Cooper. Listen, with that team, they should have went further than they definitely did. Mm-hmm. But the problem is not on the field. The problem starts with the head coach, and it goes all the way up to the owner. Jerry had what he needed at one time when he had Jimmy Johnson. He had everything he needed. He had a strong coaching staff. He had players. He had coaches that would put teams in positions to win.
And he had a line.
And he didn't want that. That took all the attention away from him. That's what it did. So he got rid of that. And he will never bring that into his life again. So when you start having these bullshit ass head coaches that when you get in playoff games, they nut up just like the players do, these are the results that you're going to get. So you can blame it on Dak Prescott. You can blame it on Tony Romo. You can blame it on whoever the hell you want to blame it on. The results lie up in that goddamn office upstairs. That's where they lie at. And that's the end of the story.
Corey, let me ask you something. Do you think that y'all win or even get close to a ring as long as
no,
Jerry?
But here's the thing though. When Jerry goes and moves on, Steven might be worse.
Because all he's seen is his daddy.
He's his daddy's son.
He might be worse.
You your daddy's son.
He might be worse. That's what I'm saying. So this organization is doomed because of an ego. That's what it's doomed because you want to do things your way. And it is 30 years of evidence that proves that your way does not work.
Gee, Williker.
Can I ask you guys
a question? You know what though, man? I will give Corey credit. That is honest.
That is real.
That
is real.
Answer I've ever heard from a Cowboys fan.
Hey, that's real.
You gotta see the growth from Corey now to when Corey was first on the show a couple of years ago. Because he was gonna live by the Cowboys takes.
I would say this, Corey. You're not delusional like them other ones.
No, he's not.
We win the Super Bowl. Like, come on. Yeah. Let me see it first. Let me see it happen first.
Every year,
I got a question for both of y'all. Do y'all think that the Commanders or the Giants could sneak in and take the division from either one of y'all?
No, they're not ready yet. Especially not the Giants.
The Giants are definitely they're trash.
Listen, I think the Commanders could sneak in and get second in the division, and the Cowboys will finish third. That's what I feel.
I wouldn't. I would say maybe not. Possibly, Commanders could. I think the Commanders are very sneaky, and if they complete the move to get Brandon Ayuk, they're definitely going to make a jump.
Listen, the Washington Commanders run the football well. What does Dallas not do? Stop the run.
Stop the run. Yeah,
all you got to do is run the ball down their throat. They're not going to stop it. And you keep the ball out of Dak Prescott's hand. Dak Prescott's biggest kryptonite in his entire NFL career is he tries to throw 12-point touchdown passes when they get behind. And it just don't work.
Corey, I got a question for you because I know y'all got some cap issues. Do you think CeeDee Lamb play? Well, he eventually is probably going to play, but do you think that's going to create some issues because they got to pay Dak, CeeDee, and Micah?
Listen, if I'm the general manager of the Dallas Cowboys, Micah Parsons haven't done shit. He got 12 sacks last year. Yeah. 8 of those sacks were against New York and Washington.
Inferior teams. Okay, I see where you're going. Go ahead.
When you really need Micah Parsons to close the show, he don't do it.
Go ahead, Cook.
He can't do it. Right? He can't do it. What are you gonna get better than Dak Prescott? That dude give you 4,500 yards, 35 touchdowns every year.
Right. Yeah, and that's the thing.
Maybe start looking in the draft though. Y'all don't draft anybody to come up behind them.
You don't. And Dak is not old, but he's getting older, right? Maybe you bring somebody in. I don't know why you bring Trey Lance in. He couldn't beat out Mr. Irrelevant. Why do you bring him in? For what?
They wanted the playbook. That was legit.
That was the only reason. Thank you, Chris. That was the only reason that they bought him because they knew they won't have to play Frisco. And look how that worked out.
Yeah. They wanted the playbook. That was it. I guarantee he'll never see the field.
No, he'll never see the field.
Cooper Rush will get more time than he does.
Yeah, Cooper Rush is not a horrible quarterback.
He sustained y'all while Dak was out.
He did. But Tony Pollard sustained the Cowboys while Dak was out. But yeah, they won games.
Which y'all took a huge hit in that one. Y'all have no running game now.
How do y'all feel
Listen, and that's the thing about the Cowboys. Listen, name one defensive tackle that plays in Dallas, not name Osio Digazua.
Shit, you good at naming that one?
Because we wasn't gonna name him either.
Precisely. That's the best one they got. Because Mozzie Smith, that's a bust, right? What you gonna do? You gonna stop the run? No.
It's about to be 300 yards a game on there.
Who else is on that line?
Nobody.
Y'all,
nobody.
Marcus Lawrence, right?
Jones working hard today, ain't they?
I'm just talking. I'm talking about defensive tackles, not ends tackles.
Oh, okay. Got you.
Tackles.
So that middle is wide open, essentially, huh?
It's open. You went and got better linebackers. Don't get me wrong. They went and got Eric Kendricks, Overshown coming off a knee injury. He'll be better. I don't understand why you don't line up Micah Parsons at the other outside linebacker and put him at the position where you drafted him to play from.
It's because he got 12 sacks.
I mean, but yeah, 12 sacks against Washington and New York.
You're right. That was a great. That was a great.
Corey, I do want to ask you a question.
Like, you have to really look at this team for what it is. So all this blame, like Dak is a choke artist, he don't win the playoffs. No, this whole team sucks, and it starts up top. That's where it starts.
Corey, we always had this conversation about Dak, man. It does come down to you actually getting it done. Every great quarterback got some holes somewhere in his team, and it'd be nice to give them the perfect excuse to the reason why they lost, but for Dak to continue to not to be able to get it done, like when we pay quarterbacks the type of money that Dallas is paying Dak, you expecting something similar to what Tom Brady was able to do with teams where he didn't have a lot of receivers, or you expecting him to do something like what Eli did and go out and beat an undefeated team that was outmatched for. Like we want you to do some Superman stuff, and we just ain't seen Dak do no Superman
I got you, man, and I got you. I understand what you're saying. So you said Tom Brady first, right?
Yeah.
Bill Belichick. We can say Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid.
It's too many perfect excuses, though.
You can say Eli Manning. That Giants defense was amazing.
Corey, let me ask you something.
I'm listening.
When is Dak going to be held accountable to say, okay, it's time to move on, or it's time to find something different?
If I was Dak, I would leave right now.
No.
When does the team say they're done with Dak?
The team say that's a good question. That's the question I'm asking. When does the
one thing about Jerry Jones is he's a loyal son of a gun,
especially to the quarterback.
Well, ain't nobody else out there.
Not like he is.
Yeah, hey, look, he had Romo. Look at how long he had Romo.
He is loyal.
What I am saying is, okay, you can hold on to Dak and you can still hold on to playoff championship. So you can still hold on to the possibility of that. And you keep retooling, you keep rebuilding. You lost Tony Pollard, you lost whatever Ezekiel Elliott was. When is it going to be time to say, let's scratch all of this and let's start to build through the draft?
Jerry's not that smart.
No, nobody in the organization is.
Brittany, I want to ask you one more question before we get up out of here. So we saw what the RPO game was for Philly, right? It was easier, with Jalen Hurts and DeAndre Swift was more of the back that was compatible with that kind of style of play. But now that you bring in Saquon Barkley, he can catch out of the backfield for sure, but like he's a fantastic runner. We know this. He can create his own space. He can get out of tough situations. How much of this changes how y'all go to the RPO for y'all this season?
Well, we didn't use we used the RPO last year, but we didn't use it as much as we did 2 years ago. I don't know if you guys noticed. We used it more with Miles Sanders than we did with DeAndre Swift. But I think it gets thrown in a little bit. My biggest thing is to utilize the motion more. We was dead last year in motion. We didn't use, like, no receivers was moving side to side whatsoever. What's so funny, y'all?
I just did a comment. The trolls in the comments today have been crazy. I counted 4 at least.
I looked over and the stuff that I just read was absolutely insane. I think somebody got rid of it, but
I did because
I will say this.
At least
I will say this. I do kind of hope they do go back to the RPO because how deadly Saquon, as long as he's healthy, as long as everybody stays healthy, how deadly that can be. Like, who do you stop Who do you stop in that situation? I understand Jason Kelce retired, but you still got a young guy in Cam Jurgens. To me, that's stronger. We'll see his athleticism, but he is definitely stronger. And he does have some athleticism at the center position. But who do you stop? That's going to be a hard stop. And if Jalen Hurts is healthy this year, I don't know if he was healthy last year or not. He did play, so I can't give him that. But it is what it is. But that's going to be tough and hard for them linebackers or those defensive ends, because it's just like Jalen runs. He's a little bit quicker than you. If Saquon gets the ball, he's a lot stronger, and he utilizes his finesse a little bit more. So, but we'll see what happens. And then you still got AJ and Devontae Smith and Dallas Goedert and those guys. So it's going to be a tough as long as these coordinators and this head coach, because believe it or not, I got issues with Nick Sirianni. I have issues with Nick Sirianni. Corey, you got issues with your organization. I got some serious issues with Nick Sirianni. I don't think he's the best head coach by far. I know people give him credit because he made it to the Super Bowl, but I feel like that was more Shane Steichen at that point in time than it was Nick Sirianni, in my opinion.
Philly could literally run the RPO all season and just win football games. They ain't even got to throw the ball that much.
They go if they do what they did last year, they go shoot themselves in the foot, man. What I seen from Philly, and I kept calling it out the first 3 weeks. I was like, why do they keep calling these run plays for Jalen Hurts, where he's obviously harboring some type of injury, and they just brought in Swift, who is a very good running back. They had three running backs.
Three capable.
And they were still trying to run Jalen Hurts in the tush push situation on the goal line because they was padding his stats. They wanted him to get MVP because they felt like he should have got it the year before, and they just wasn't on a winning program. That was on a program of, we want to get the MVP and win. And you can't have two things. You can't serve two masters. You know what I mean? And that's what I seen from it.
Look, I don't know if they was padding his stats, but if you look at last year over the course of the entire season, Philly was not playing great offensively. You cannot watch. Yeah, they went 10-1, but you cannot watch one of those games and say, my goodness, they dominated each and every team that they played. They did not dominate anybody. Honestly, they lucked up.
Because they wasn't using their running backs. Now listen, let me ask you a question. Why would you get to the goal line off of a 40-yard scamper from Swift and then call a tush push on 1st and goal at the 1?
Same thing I was saying.
Why would you do that? Why would you not reward your running back who probably ain't getting the money that Hurts is getting? At least let him get some stats. At least let him get a touchdown that he just ran 40 yards down for. He's not gassed or tired. Why call a tush push on 1st and goal? Give your running back at least 2 opportunities to get in the end zone before you go to your quarterback. This is the same thing. This is the same reason why Russell Wilson and Seattle lost the Super Bowl, because they got to the goal line and said, "Beast mode, we don't need you. Let's throw the ball." Why? Because they was trying to help Russ out. They wanted Russ to be. I don't know what the deal was.
They wanted you was on it. They wanted him to get the MVP.
They wanted him to be the MVP of the Super Bowl.
Yeah, if
there's no way if you have sound mind and body, there's no way that you get down there. You at the half-yard line. You're not even at the 1. You at the half-yard line.
Said, let me give it to my quarterback.
2 timeouts, 2nd down, and Marshawn Lynch in the backfield. It's no way I'm not running 3 times in a row. I would take 3 times of Marshawn Lynch. Pause.
That was wild.
Please.
That was kind of crazy.
I would run the ball. I would rather run the ball with Marshawn 3 times in a row than sit there and try to throw the ball with Russell Wilson on the half-yard line.
I would have forgave him.
It's not.
Oh, go ahead.
That wasn't the only reason either. If you look at the course of the season as well, you can't stop the blitz. Like, that's elementary level football knowledge. What do you mean? You can't stop the blitz. You ain't got no hot routes. You don't utilize your quarterback. You don't send somebody. They're all out blitz coming at you. You don't send somebody right behind them. Use your tight end. Nothing. You don't know how to stop the blitz whatsoever. So I don't know who that was on, but I have a major problem with that. You trying to load up and shoot it down to AJ Brown. The quarterback don't have time for that. He doesn't have time to do that.
Do you think that 2 years ago, because of the success that offense had, that they kind of laid dormant and they just depended on just that to be able to continue that success? Because like you said, they were definitely not dominant offensively like they were 2 years before that they were last year.
I think egos got in the way, to be honest with you, because when I watched the game, I could call every play that was getting ready to happen before it happened. They made no adjustments whatsoever. Nick Sirianni thought he could come into the season with the same bull crap from the year before. And don't get me wrong, that year was great, but from the same plays from the year before, and every game I sat and watched on Sunday, Monday, Thursday, I called the plays prior to them running the plays. I have an issue with that. This is football. They're going to adjust. Every year, teams are going to adjust. You just made it to the Super Bowl, so they're looking at you as you freaking won it, although you didn't. So every game they're going to play you is like another Super Bowl.
Brittany, I agree with you. I agree with you 100%, because if I can sit on my couch and call plays that the Dallas Cowboys run at 75-80%, what the hell make you think that a dude sitting up in the press box making $2-3 million a year can't do it better than I can?
Yeah, he's going to see it too. He's going to see it.
You know what? You know what it is, though, man. I'm gonna tell you, bro. It's really a mental thing, man. You can play Sirianni. You can play him to play how you want him to play, because his ego gets to him, and he starts calling the same plays. The one or two that might have worked, he starts playing the same plays over and over. He don't look at the defense adjust. He just used the same plays over and over again. It's like, no, bro, you're not gonna be able to run that again. Hey, they bringing them linebackers up. They bringing them safeties up.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, at least, okay, Philadelphia, we can tell where the issue is, right? You got a coach with an ego problem, right? The Cowboys just keep bringing in dumbass coaches. They can't even get that far.
Yeah, because I don't know what the fuck they was thinking running with Mike McCarthy if he couldn't do it with Aaron Rodgers more than once.
He had a prime Aaron Rodgers and won one Super Bowl.
Man, listen,
that is insane.
And you ain't never gonna find a bigger Packer and Aaron Rodgers hater than me, but they should have definitely won more than one.
Bro, I'm telling you, man, like it baffles me how people can't see this, man. Like, this dude,
his time management is absolutely trash.
Listen, he makes mistakes. He makes mistakes in regular season games. What the hell make you think he gonna turn it on in the playoffs?
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
You think they gonna win? Hell no, they're not gonna win. They lost that game in San Francisco. Brittany was talking about with the penalty, right? Or with Dak Prescott when he slid on the quarterback run with 13 seconds left. Stupid ass play call I've ever seen in my life. Nobody wants to talk about the 17 penalties that the Cowboys had in that game. NFL playoff record, 17 penalties.
It was
3 defensive holdings on the same dude, on Randy Gregory. How do you get defensive holding on run plays?
That is absolutely insane.
How?
We still don't understand.
Precisely. I mean, you never will. But Mike McCarthy doesn't hold anybody accountable. They go out there, do whatever the hell they want to do, and they're the most penalized team in the NFL every year. It's never gonna change. It's not gonna change.
I do agree that I think your head coach shows your quarterback represents somewhat of your head coach, right? And the plays that's called and what's going on the field. And you could actually see it in both teams, right? You can see it with Jalen Hurts and the idiotic dumbness that Nick Sirianni calls at times, although he had young coordinators, whoever you want to blame it on. At the end of the day, it's the head coach's responsibility to get that fixed. He couldn't get it fixed. Mike McCarthy, he didn't know the rules, so his team doesn't know the rules. He didn't know which plays to call, so his team doesn't understand which plays to call. So yes, I do agree. It's on the quarterbacks too, but it's also on the coaches as well.
That's fair.
Man, it's such a weight lifted off my shoulders because I really have been waiting on this topic.
This is great.
Literally,
this is a good content.
Like 3 weeks.
Well, let's do this. Let's go ahead.
Detroit,
and
Chris is definitely not America's team. Sorry,
it's not. Let's go ahead and end it like this.
That's not what America says.
Everybody's telling us who their pick is to win the NFC. Give your order as well. Who's your pick to win the NFC East? And give your order. We ain't got to go with how many games they go win because
I'll go first.
We're not looking at the schedule, but just a blind 7 or whatever, whatever they call them in spades. Who you think will win this division?
Philly, Dallas, Washington, and whatever you call that team from New York.
Brittany, what you got?
I'm the same. Philly, Dallas, Washington, New York. I just don't trust New York right now at all. They got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, I got Philly, Washington, Dallas, and New York.
Okay.
I think Dallas takes a step back, and I think honestly, yeah, there we go.
I ain't got no faith in Dallas, and I think the Commanders gonna surprise some people. So I got Philly winning it. I got the Commanders in second. I got Dallas third, and then the New York Football Giants fourth.
They need to change their name, man. God damn.
That's who they are. I got the same. I think Dallas will be third, and I think some wholesale changes will come after that. But I think Philly's winning it. Washington sneaky. New York bringing up the rear as expected. Did you see? Well, first of all, did y'all see that freaking the phone call?
Man, listen, bro.
The what? The who? Oh no! Do we got that clip?
Nah,
I should have had that clip.
Can I get it real quick? I'm gonna see if I can get it real quick.
Listen, you know what? Why you looking? Why you looking, Chris? Listen,
is that the Saquon one?
Yeah,
the Saquon clip with the front office calling and realizing that they about to lose probably the guy that they did not pay over Daniel Jones. Like,
bless you, Jay.
Thank you.
They lost Saquon when they paid Daniel Jones.
Yeah,
in my opinion, they lost him when they paid Daniel Jones, just like the Warriors lost Clay when they paid Draymond.
No question.
I think I got the clip right here. Hold on.
That's facts.
Obviously, Saquon franchising and trading him, I don't think is realistic.
Are we positive that nobody's gonna pay him that kind of money? Like, there's nobody in the draft. There's no free agents, receivers they're either gonna be going back to their team at $20 million.
I mean, who would you say would go sign up running back to that dollar amount?
A team anyone that has money to spend.
There's a lot of running backs in free agency.
Yeah, but are any potential difference makers really? Like after you watch this film?
Even if Saquon's number one on your board, do you imagine anyone's going to have such a gap between Saquon and Jacobs, Pollard, Henry, whoever else, that they're going to want him at $12 million a year or minus whatever we're willing to eat and send a draft pick?
Right. And then if we did, what would somebody realistically give up?
I just think all the teams that need a running back are going to look at Saquon. Do you feel good about eating $3 to $4 million for a fifth round pick?
Here's the phone call.
Saquon.
Yeah, what's up?
You doing all right?
The phone call. He ain't even had the decency to at least talk to him face to face. It was a phone call.
Yo, that was just before you said that was ridiculous. That was ridiculous. That was just an absent-minded. What were you?
This is how I know that I can run an NFL organization better than some people. Like you have a generational talent that the only reason that he stays hurt is because you run his ass into the ground.
Do everything.
Right. That is the only reason.
And you're asking who is going to pay top. And you compare him to a guy who we've seen be a difference maker in this league. We've seen him healthy be a difference maker. And who was the guys?
Jacobs, Tony Pollard,
and Derrick Henry.
No offense to those guys. God, that was ridiculous.
Hey, you know what though? You know how much they was gonna offer? I seen the same. I think I seen the same episode, Chris. They was planning on keeping Saquon for like $25 million. They didn't think nobody was gonna give him.
No, so what it was it came out that they were gonna give him essentially the exact same contract he got in Philly. Like
precisely, and I think that Philly was going to pay him. I mean, New York was going to pay him more than what he signed for Philly with.
He wanted to get the fuck.
They were trying to get away with $25 million.
The number was $37.5 million with 25 guaranteed. That was the offer from New York.
You know
Philly gave him 37.5 with 26 guaranteed. And
do you understand why though?
No.
Huh?
The opportunity to go up to 46 with bonuses and all that.
Right.
And if you show me that you pay a mediocre quarterback more, you prioritize that before me, I'm out of there any fucking.
Just the conversations though. Can you imagine that the questions they was asking each other in that room, they was asking those same questions about Daniel Jones? Because they did say, who's going to pay Daniel Jones this money? They would have saved themselves some money because they wouldn't have gave him that money. If they would have asked those same question, what have Daniel Jones done for someone else to get him this money?
Mel, in that same conversation, they said something about this is Daniel Jones's team now. Like they are ready to hand the keys over to him in that very same conversation.
It's so crazy because the year that Daniel Jones got paid was the same year Saquon had came back fully healthy.
Finally,
and he took him to the playoffs.
He showed him that he was fully healthy.
It was Saquon. Saquon was the reason. Saquon bailed out Daniel Jones. You know how many of them little screens he threw that was behind Saquon that he went and got and then still broke off for 5, 6, 7 yards afterwards?
Ridiculous, bro.
One hand. Just reach back with one hand, grab the ball.
I don't think that GM's gonna last long because that owner, if y'all watch,
he shouldn't have lasted past that conversation.
I agree, but the owner was sweating.
Here's the phone call because this was awful.
Hey man, I gotta go.
You doing all right?
Yeah. All right,
You in Jersey right now?
Yeah, I'm in Jersey right now.
Yeah. How's the off season been? You doing anything?
Yeah, I've been good. Traveled a little bit, but just trying to get back into the grind, off season treatments.
Yeah. All right. So I just talked to Ed Barry, and I think just mulling over this, the right thing to do is let you test the market and see what your value is. I don't want to do the franchise thing or all that stuff again. I don't want to go through that. We've both been through that. You know, if you really want to be a Giant for life and you're interested in staying here and coming back, just see what your market is and then have Ed come back to us and we'll see if we can come to an agreement.
All right, I appreciate that.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Can you give me your word on that, or you're not going to give us a chance?
What do you mean?
He lost me at, can you give me your word on that?
I'm not mad at that conversation though, but he basically saying, "Hey man, go see what your value is." This is the second best thing they could have done. The best thing that could have been done is, "What's your number? Let's negotiate. Let's try to reach the number."
No, listen.
Okay, I get it. But it's not horrible though, because he's saying go see what you can get and then come back and see and give us an opportunity to match it.
But what I'm saying is, if you're telling me to go see what I can get, that means you don't value me like these other teams. That's what I'm feeling as a player. It's a feeling thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, you're only willing to pay me what somebody else is willing to pay me.
Exactly.
And you're not willing to give me that number initially and let them compete about it.
Okay. So you saying it's like if I tell a girl, I don't know if I want to marry you, go out on the market and see if someone else will propose. And if they do, I match
it. And I will propose. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's exactly what he did.
Never should have had that conversation in the first place.
That's exactly what he did.
That is a wild example.
Hey, give me your word. You're gonna come back now.
Give me your word. You're gonna come back so we can talk about it.
Yo, that is a wild example. Hey, yo, go and get engaged to somebody else and see if.
And then y'all didn't hear it because it cut off at the end, but he was like, "You mean like as in circling back?" That's what Saquon said. He's like, "You mean as in like circling back?"
No, because at the end
you telling me enough right there. Like if I got to circle
everything
back,
I need to know.
Yeah.
Right. I already told you I want to be in New York. I wanted to be in New York. I want to stay in New York. I wanted to be in New York for a life. So I just think it was like disrespect to me.
The whole part of that conversation that pisses me off the most is that Saquon Barkley then became a free agent, right? And you had all these free agent running backs. And who did Dallas sign? Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah. Well, you know Dallas wouldn't.
Corey, they ain't had no money, Corey.
They moved money around to make it. They had enough to sign Chris Henry.
Kendricks.
They had enough to sign Chris Henry too. Not Chris Henry. Derrick Henry. They had enough to sign him too. They had enough. He signed in Baltimore for next to nothing.
Y'all getting Derrick Henry was a way more feasible option than y'all getting an NFC East opponent.
Derrick Henry was working out right up the street from here.
Boy.
He was up here. He was working out right up the street from where I live.
I thought he was gonna be. I thought
his old lady is from here. They bought a house here. They did everything to be here, and Dallas didn't even call the dude.
Now that's wild.
That's
not even a phone call.
Out, baby. Let's put this fire out. Reflash watch.
Hey, you know what else is crazy? You know what else is crazy? That somebody didn't call today.
Great.
Pam.
No.
He made a new YouTube account. That was him trolling us with them other accounts, man.
I counted four that I had to.
Yeah, I seen one that said man down fart sports.
It's crazy.
I'm saying that ain't even fun. Like
my final comment on the Saquon Giants thing. You gotta be crazy not to. You let him go, but you let him go for nothing. You don't get nothing from him.
You don't get nothing back.
You don't sign and
You don't
trade.
get
Nothing.
And then you
The
let him
writing-
go to a rifle.
Listen, the writing was on the wall when you tagged him and paid Daniel Jones. That was the beginning of the end right there.
It's insane.
That was the beginning
Should
of
have
the end.
tagged him again and traded him.
There must have been some sort of breakdown in that relationship, but yeah, I see the Giants being a big failure this season.
Yeah. Hey y'all, before we close it out, this is a good. Hey, let the fellas. We probably should do this.
A Super Bowl cruise.
Yeah. The only cruise that we go on that we don't have to work. Because you know what type of cruises we do.
I still got PTSD from our cruises.
I don't know. Yeah, that might be.
I still can't get on the boat because of that shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Every time I hear cruise, man, it's just World War II.
And now once you go on an actual cruise that you ain't gainfully employed in,
Yeah,
it's a whole different experience.
It don't feel so bad.
Hey,
for those of y'all that don't know, when we hear cruise, just think about those guys at the bottom of the Titanic. That's what we think about.
Facts.
Everybody except Jay and Zoe, because they work topside in the air condition.
Taps, lights out, all hands turning to your boat. Maintain solid.
Hey, we appreciate y'all for sticking around on an unintentional super show. You know I love those anyway, though. But hey, we post game. We gotta have a post game tonight.
Yeah,
Sure.
Post game. So go hit the Patreon. Check out the post game. Give us about 10-15.
Yeah.
So we'll be over there. Jay, you gonna be over there. Stop capping. You know you always go over there.
Shit.
Hey, appreciate y'all and the moderators in the comments getting the trolls out of here, man. That was good work.
It was clapping.
But before we get out of here, Jay, you know what you got to do? Plug it. Pause. It sounded better in my head. It definitely sounded better. Plug our.
No, don't take the word plug out of that. Jay, tell us about your show that you have on YouTube.
If you're ever in the mood for non-sports related conversations, anything from conspiracy theories, relationships, current events, happening news, anything of that nature, join us each and every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on Therapeutic Rap. Once again, that is Therapeutic Rap. If you can't spell therapeutic, that's fine, because I can't either. Just talk it into your phone and it'll type it for you. Therapeutic Rap. Each and every Wednesday, 9 p.m.
And we got one more podcast to plug.
Who is doing good, by the way. I've been watching y'all, Brittany.
Brad, me too.
Yeah, my fault. We definitely got two more podcasts to plug. I dropped the ball on that. We got two more podcasts to plug. So Brittany, go ahead and my bad.
Yes, we're growing slowly but surely. So I appreciate all the support. But the Sideline Speaks, we're live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. We talk sports, all sports. And as you can see, I get a little hyped up for football season, as you can see. But the Olympics is coming up, and we're talking that as well.
Oh yeah, just wait for football season, bro. I was
support.
nice today. I was nice today for the
football season.
I was nice to you today for football season, but when they get popping off, boy, just watch out. Especially if they come out here looking like trash in Philly. But
you even got a team, so I can't even come at you.
And last but not least,
don't let him lie. He a Panther fan.
Panthers. Oh heck no! All right, now I'm really coming at you hard.
Last but not least,
whoa.
Not like that. Oh Lord.
What?
I just.
Yeah.
Last but not least.
Oh, good.
Last but not least, in 2 weeks' time, the first Saturday in August, yours truly will be launching the Motor City Roar podcast. So for all my Lions fans, roar.
all six Lions fans in the world.
So for all my Detroit Lions fans, yours truly, we're gonna be talking about everything Lions. That's moves, news, scores, fantasy, anything Lions. I got you. That is in 2 weeks' time, man. So go ahead, go find the page. I'll drop the link in the description afterwards. Motor City Roar podcast. Go ahead and get it. First video debuts in 2 weeks. The first Saturday in August. Mark your calendars, man. Motown Chris We got you, man. But thank you for sticking around.
It's actually one more podcast.
Oh, we got one more?
Lord have mercy.
Yeah. And on Motor City Roy, Lion King will not be discussed. He said all things Lion.
Yeah.
I said
Lion
all
King does
things
not
Detroit Lions.
We're not talking about Simba or
No, that's not what you said, but it's cool.
We need you to watch the movie again, please.
I don't think that's
What's next?
Hey, I gotta send y'all the video of the Navy band singing that song, bro.
Yeah, Dominique's launching her solo podcast soon as well. No dates yet, but you can tell them what it's about.
Hey guys, I'm going to be launching Sports Tea. I'm excited, but more to come.
Oh yeah. All right. There we go.
Hell yeah. Hey, so big things at Man Down Sports, man. And we're glad that y'all get to be a part of it, man. So thank y'all for kicking it with us for this we're gonna end it right at 3:30. Well, before 3:30. But thank y'all. Hey, Patreon, 10-15 minutes. Zoe's gonna set up the link and everything like that. We're gonna get cracking over there.
Please do too much talking.
God
Please, thank you.
damn, man. Can I